Good evening, radio fans, and welcome back to another episode of Davey Max Tales from the Satellite. I'm your host, Bobby Tamburo, and joining me as always is the star of the program, the groom-to-be, the stud, East Side, Dave McDonald.
Thank you, Robert. So excited to be here with you, Tales from the Satellite fans, yet again. The show's rocking and rolling. We put out one of our episodes there on the YouTube with Tukey. Got a lot of fantastic response. I guess I got to do more shows with puppets. Someone contacted me, said you should do that again. I said I wouldn't be opposed a part 2 at some point with Tukey in any way, shape, or form. Apparently, yeah, me and puppetry go hand in hand. I mean, you do have to remember, Robert, with Roberto and Chipples and Little Davey and all of my various puppets myself, you know, me and puppets, we're really, we're like a family. And you know, I never go, well, hold on. I never told you that when I was little, I would set up my puppets like an audience and do a stand-up comedy routine. Inspired, I hate to say this, by Bill Cosby.
Oh.
The famous Bill Cosby on HBO from like 84, 85, where the background changes from, you know, red to blue or this or that. But that's the funny one. I'm Jeffrey, I'm 4 years old. I actually had that entire special memorized from beginning to end. I used to do it for my next door neighbors, Laddie and Tori, the Keelans, Irish family, by the way, like genuinely Irish. And they loved it. And then when I didn't have Laddie or Tori to do the stand-up comedy special for, I would set up my stuffed animals and I would do the comedy for them. And I believe that got me into feeling very comfortable around puppets. So maybe that's the reason for the massive YouTube numbers of the Tukey and Davey Mack Tales from the Satellite episode. But if you discovered us because of that episode, I strongly suggest you watch all of these future episodes and watch all of the past episodes, because honestly, it's one classic after another that the Dave man and the Bobby Tamburo man have been giving you for a couple of years now, I suppose.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Now
what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say it's funny that you are so good with puppets, and if you read the comment section on a lot of these videos, people accuse me of just being your puppet, so it makes sense.
That's terrible. And by the way, I'm seeing you bring a lot to the table. Now you're going to have to explain to everyone what that is.
Yeah,
because it's a mystery to me. But
I was kind of hoping you would, but
I just, of course, without Robert, he's the one with the questions. My gosh, this is the only show I do where I don't do 99% of the show prep for, which is something that also I love about this program. The Davey Mack Sports program, the East Side Davidson Wrestling Show, Yaddle Chattel, even Modern Day Man. Truth be told, the Dave man does the heavy lifting with the show prep. I come in with this thing just wanting to gab and have a good time. And we can't thank you enough, Tales from the Satellite fans, for your support, baby. We're really, really excited. Now, I said this on the Dave Mack Sports program. I don't want to hammer this home. I can't say it too loudly because some relatives are over. Right now, I don't have a vehicle. I actually had to get my car towed to Subaru World. Okay, it's a Subaru. And they're telling me it's like something along the lines of, ooh, Robert, $2,000 worth of, yeah. Now, worth of fixes. Now, this is a place where they can put me on a tiny little payment plan, but you do got to pay them a huge amount of money before you go into the payment plan. So again, not for any of the patrons who are struggling to pay the bills. That's why I allow you to be a part of this with the $2.50 tier. And if you want a little bonus, Davey Mack's Tales from the Q&A and stuff like that, which I will be doing an episode this week, that's the $5 bonus. That's it. That's it. That's our highest tier. We don't have $20, 25. I don't try to be a money grubber. I realize this is a massive mistake that I should have done that.
Yeah, we should have been money grubbers for years.
So all I'm asking is if you are a person who is rich and can afford it, I could really use anywhere between $500 and about $2,500.
Well, I put a ceiling. Any amount above $500 you want to give to, if it's $1 million, he'll take it.
You know what? Yes, I have the storage locker I haven't paid in 2 months. I have the car. There's a lot of bills, but especially the Libsyn bills have gone unpaid. These are the very hosting sites that actually play Davey Back Sports Program and Tales from Satellite, on your iTunes and Spotify and Amazon Music. So if they go away, the podcasts go away. I'm just saying. So the way to do it, didvod at AOL.com on PayPal. Let me say that again. D as in David, I, D as in David, V as in vehicle, O, D as in David at AOL.com on PayPal. That's it. That's the end of the begging. That's it. We're on to now what we're going to talk about on this very, very fun, beautiful day where if you hear a little bit of nasal congestion, I've been destroyed by the allergies. And yet, like a trooper, I says to Robert, I says, sneezing and mucus. You think that's going to keep me from doing a Tales from the Satellite? Ain't no way. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string, baby. Okay, when I come to play, and I apologize for the impromptu ebonics.
Yeah.
But when I come
you skipped over Jivey and the puppets, so maybe he was just throwing his voice out.
Well, the good news is, Robert, you're getting a Dayquil episode, which also you usually mean I'm in a great mood, but then of course I will twist on a dime and get really, really angry, but then I'll go back into being very, very happy. I'm just warning you, Robert, that if I do that twist on a dime and Knives Out against Bobby Tamburo, take no offense, dog. That's the Dayquil talking, babe. That's all it is.
That's all it ever is. And before we move on to the episode's topic, I would just like to tag what Dave said and say, folks, he already pointed out he loves puppets. He has a propensity for Bill Cosby. Give him the money, because if this ends, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be real ugly. There's going to be a Netflix documentary.
Well, I've gone into the stereotypical going crazy thing. As you could say, I did this haircut myself. So I shaved my own head like the brother in Royal Tannenbaums, who then shortly thereafter killed, or at least attempted to kill himself, the Luke Wilson character. So yeah, and I went a little too close for I don't know. What do you think, Robert? A little short. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it looks sharp on you. Like, I think this might be the thing you need to get your shirt. This is how Davey Mack gets his groove back.
Well, I mean, I just thought I could still do the buzz cut, but I just thought went a little bit short for my taste, but okay, you're making me feel a little bit better.
And your dad had hair late into life, right? Did your mom's dad have hair late into life?
I have the same thing. He had a big bald spot in the back, which I've developed. But then he has, but my mom's dad had beautiful hair. He was a handsome man, like a Dean Martin looking type of character, had hair till the day he died. Yeah.
Because that's where the genetics get passed down from. So yeah, buzz cut away. Like me, I would always get nervous towards the end because my grandpa on my mom's side went bald at like 22. So I was like, oh man, this might be the last time you have long hair. And now we're at where we're at today. Hiding under a USA hat, catfish.
You wear baseball hats. Nice. You do.
A lot of times I rock it bald these days, though. Be who you are.
Yeah, no, you got to. At a certain point, it's like, screw it. Who cares? Who cares? If someone's looking at the back of your head, it's just like, I don't care. What do you? I'm not going to talk to you with the back of my head. With the front of my head, it's just fine. Back of my, I mean, even on the top, it's all there.
And you're tall.
Then, right.
So you don't have to worry about people. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about male pattern baldness, my Norwood Reaper. What we are here to talk about is the day, one of right now it feels like you're in that Al Pacino speech where you pissed away all your money in any given Sunday. You made every wrong mistake
Oh,
you could. Things are
well,
going
what a
against you.
speech. The locker room, he said that, right?
Yeah.
You're not talking when he's hammered at the bar with Elizabeth Berkley, because he also is like, my wife divorced me.
No, we had
I'm
that
like,
conversation a couple weeks ago, you and I.
I'm like, Al, maybe not tell Elizabeth Berkley all this stuff.
No, yeah.
Keep some of it close to the vest.
No,
But
we
that
are.
locker room speech, we all know, one of the
Yeah.
great speeches of all time.
And, I feel like you're at that point where you're waiting for the next big thing. But this episode, we are going to talk about the opposite, where Davey Mack was riding high. Everything was going his way. We are going to talk about perhaps were you rushed into a decision? Did the fame get to you? We're going to talk about East Side Dave proposing on radio.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yes. This absolutely happened. It's one of those things that occurred. And I definitely think it's definitely an episode worthy discussion for sure, which is why we're doing it today. So I'm excited and I just want to make it clear before anything. It's a happy warning. Everything is amicable right now between myself and the no, for real. I help out with the dogs. They got I mean, I see my kids all the time, every
Yeah,
weekend with this with the children variables, but they're growing up, man. I mean, can you believe this? The daughter component's going to be in college next year.
it was
It's shocking to
crazy.
me.
It was crazy to think like this episode is obviously before you had kids, but just like literally how quick time goes, man.
It's everything is shocking. So there's that, and then of course Stanley Mack and I, we do the wrestling show. He does such a good job. He's my co-host. He's the star of that. But everything is good, thank God. So that's why because things are nice and amicable and friendly, we're happy. As a result, it's this type of episode is on the table as opposed to off. Because if things are unpleasant,
No,
Robert might be, hey Dave, would you like to do an episode? Absolutely not. What are you fucking
exactly.
crazy?
And frankly, we're not here to talk about the relationship itself. We're here to talk
We're here
about
to
behind the scenes of the Ron and Fez show and the
yes.
operations and all of that and how it went down. And
Oh, I do want to say I did another texting session with Ron.
good.
And so that's a little stuff because I was thinking about him the other night, and I forward him this thing that it's like this it was a segment on Swedish television. I know that what the hell where's this going?
Things are going well for Dave.
There's this thing that's on YouTube, and it's a Swedish TV show, and basically the whole premise of the show is almost like a scientific show, was to see how people were different when they went to events that have audiences, but instead there were no audiences. They were the only person in the audience, and they actually did it, Robert, with stand-up comedy, and they did it with a couple other things. But then the season finale is this guy gets to see Bob Dylan in Philadelphia in this glorious theater completely by himself.
Wow.
And Dylan and his band does a concert for this dude. And I mean, you're going to have to watch the subtitles. Go seek it out on YouTube. But it's incredible. It's incredible. And with Ron and what he's going through, I thought, I don't know. I just thought this would be something that he would like, he would enjoy, because he and I are huge Bob Dylan fans. And the concert takes place in Philly,
Yeah.
in this, like I said, this like old, I'd never been there, this beautiful theater in Philadelphia. It's just amazing. It's on YouTube. I don't know how even just looking like experimenting Bob Dylan.
Hell yeah.
Swedish TV, and you'll find it. It's about 14 or 15 minutes long. But then we got into texting, and I told him, now we have another Yankee Phillies connection, because the Phillies fired their manager, Rob Thompson, and they put my man, number one, Number one in Yankee fans' hearts from the 80s and early 90s, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, is the new Yankees manager since he took over 10-3. I was giving Ron all these. I was giving Ron all of these stats, by the way. And you know what? I don't want to brag. But you know what he said?
What did he say?
I'm not even sure if I should share it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Why? You don't even know what I was going to say.
I don't know, but if you don't think you should, I'm not gonna.
No, it's fine. But he said, no, because I mean, it's not. I don't think it's not like it would be something about the family or something like that.
No,
if it
I was laughing
about
at me trying to yes-anding the wrong way instead of trying to pull it out of you.
He said, "You are amongst the people who have made me laugh the hardest in my life." I want people who are the Dave haters. Obviously, none of you fine folks on Patreon watching this right now. But, 9 months from now, when this show will pop up on YouTube, because that's how we do things. Patrons get this. Now, it's now actually months in advance. It used to be 1 month. Now it's actually months. So you better, if you want the new stuff, you just got to subscribe to patreon.com/EastsideDave. But yes, he said the Dave haters should understand that, because now that's the king of comedy, truly, Ron Bennington. I don't think there's anyone who's ever been funnier in radio, and that includes Stern or Imus or anybody. And that's him saying that. Jim Norton wrote 2 books to me saying, "Dear Dave, I am a fan. You are radio gold. Love Jim Norton." Patrice O'Neill told me he's a fan of mine in the hallway. Bob Kelly told me he's a fan. At some point, Anthony Cumia loves a Dave man. At some point, when do the Dave haters go, I could formulate my own dopey opinion, or I could listen to all these masters of comedy who are fans, and maybe they know a little bit more than me. Again, this isn't to sermonize towards the patrons watching right now. This is for the disgusting, despicable people on YouTube. Months from now.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. You know what? Our Tukey episode was well reviewed.
Absolutely.
Well received, I should say. A lot of people were complimentary about that. So that's good. I want to keep the positive stuff. We're no drama having folks. Me and Robert like to give you content. Good old-fashioned entertainment. Let's do Davey Mac Sports. Let's do this. Let's do that. So that's what we're doing today.
You know what I say, Dave? If people want to hate, they can drink Haterade.
That's some shirt. Did you get that at Spencer's Gifts?
No, this was a supplements company that got banned because they were killing people. You know what those people drank, Dave? Haterade.
Wait, so it was like an energy drink?
It was like a pre-workout.
Pills or drink?
Powder.
Or powder?
Like the powder stuff you see. Yeah. It was more that people were like dry scooping and choking, but I just thought it was a cool
I heard they used that formula in 1980 in Jonestown, Rwanda. It was like, brothers and sisters, babies, have some of this beautiful, delicious cherry haterade. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh, man. I was just thinking you would have crushed on that Swedish show, performing stand-up comedy for nobody, because you already had that practice with your Cosby victim puppets.
That show was a brilliant idea. They should do more of them. But the Bob Dylan one was the best.
I think it would have been better if they found like a MAGA guy who just complained, "You hippie, get off the stage, boo." We're here to talk about your wedding, and I think the best way to do it is, because it was such a shock to the audience, because it came so out of the blue, is to kind of shock our audience a little bit and throw it to some Ron and Fez audio. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I love that, Robert.
I think we'll do that right now, buddy, because I just had a brilliant idea involving Subaru World and how we could make you some money. We'll be right back after this from the Ron and Fez Show.
All right, Dave, you're allowed to make your announcement now.
All right, thank you. Well, basically, as you guys know, Casey and I have known each other for a long time right now. In fact, our first...
How long have you known each other? For like a month?
Yeah,
Okay.
about 1 month. In fact, that's interesting you say. Our first date was March 10th, 2007, 1 month ago to this very day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I feel like in that time, we've very much grown together, like two, stalks of corn or something like that. We're really growing in harmony.
So what?
Well, I'll tell you what. So what? Yesterday came, and she's driving back to North Carolina, and a wave of sadness hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know what? The wave of sadness hit me when I saw you show up for work. You know what? I'm interrupting. This is your announcement.
Well, basically what I'm trying to illustrate here is that I was so upset by her leaving that a thought came to me, and I'd like to tell you about that thought in poetry.
Why don't you just tell me in song?
I didn't write any
Or interpretive dance.
It would be so great if you just would tell me in song.
I didn't write any.
Oh, you wrote another one of your poems?
Yeah, I wrote a poem to illustrate just how I'm feeling right now. It's called Casey, My Kitty. Casey, my kitty, she wears giant hoop earrings. She sneezes in threes, and happiness to me she brings. Casey, my kitty, Todd Oldham is her favorite gay. She is super awesome. I want to be with her every day. Casey, my kitty, says love is better than money, and still she bought me a gift. It was a chocolate Easter bunny. Casey, my kitty, she fills me with glee. She owns Corey Feldman's album. Casey, will you marry me?
What?
Yeah.
This
I
is
know.
real?
Yeah, this is real. My heart's thumping out of my fucking chest, man. My heart's thumping out of my chest, man. Oh, my God.
Wow.
I'm on one knee, baby. Take a chance. Like the fucking astronauts. Like Magellan. They all took chances.
Well, Magellan, actually, and the astronauts, they figured out what they were doing.
Yeah,
They
but-
just didn't leap in blindly.
Still, it was okay. But the astronauts definitely took a chance. They definitely did. I know that. So, this is real. Please, baby. I'm asking for your hand in marriage. I want to hug you every night when I get home like one of those little toy koala bears that hugs a pencil that you get in school. That's the way I feel. I like when I go home and she says, "Hi, baby," and I go, "Hi, sweetheart." And I don't like being apart from her, Mr. B.
Dave, there's your girlfriend online, and look exactly what it says.
What did she write? Yes!
She said yes? Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah! Space! Space, Earl!
Wow.
Woo! Holy shit! Oh my God, I'm the happiest man alive! I am the happiest man alive, I am! I'm sweating, but I'm still happy. I'm not hygienic.
Wow.
And I have cock problems, but I am so fucking happy right now.
This is phenomenal.
This is so
I can't,
crazy.
I can't
great.
describe it. Thank you, Riley.
Congratulations.
I can't
Come here.
describe it. I can't describe it. I'm
Give me a
getting a little emotional right now.
Give me a hug.
Thank you, baby. You're there. You're always supportive. Every fucking thing that I do, I run by Ron with relationships-wise because he knows a few things. And he told me, maybe you should move in, maybe this, maybe that. And then I thought, maybe I'll just go one step further with the moving in. I gotta catch my breath for a second. And I should get a ring.
To freaking you out?
I think it's fantastic. I honestly do.
It's the best thing I've done in my life.
Hey, Doug. Doug, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello.
Yes, Doug. How are you, sir?
Hey, how are you today?
Good.
Good. I'm just calling to see if Dave is there.
Yes, he is. He's right here.
Yeah, I'm here, Doug.
Dave, I am Casey's father.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir.
How are you today?
Great.
Hi, Mr. Casey.
Mr. Casey, yeah. No, my name is Doug, yeah. I won't give my last
Should
name.
I call you? Can I call you Mr. Doug at least? Or?
Well, is it official or what's going on there? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I've proposed to your daughter, and she's accepted. I was gonna run it maybe by you.
That'd be a good idea, huh?
Oh, yeah. sometimes these hours to radio shows, I know I'm not making a lot of sense, Mr. Doug, but I do love her very much and will treat her very well. Can I have maybe a blessing or?
Oh, well, can I? Well, yeah, you could probably have one of those things. I'd like to meet you first. But,
okay.
Are you naturally a redhead?
I am, Mr.
You
Doug.
are?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2".
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good size.
Yeah, and
I'm just thinking in terms of offspring.
oh yeah, I have good genes. My parents are quite healthy, and I have a grandmother who's still alive. She's 94. Yeah.
They're from New Jersey as well?
My parents were originally from. My mom was originally from Riverdale, New York.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
All right, my mother was from Brooklyn, so.
Okay. Anything else? I can tell you this. We're really quite an item.
So I'm hearing.
Okay. I heard a lot about you. She says a lot of great things.
Oh, you really?
Yes, you have a very interesting business. I really admire it very well. I'm not.
It's different.
Yeah, it's very cool.
You don't find many people doing that kind of thing.
No. Do you? Can I say what it is?
Sure, I don't care.
Mr. Doug, he makes robotic chairs that go up a staircase, like in Gremlins when the.
Hey, I don't mean to coach you here, brother. But stop calling him Mr. Doug.
I would it sounds too much like Mr. Bill.
Well, no.
Yeah, I would kill like my daughter's boyfriend who called me Mr. Ron. That was kind of crazy. But other than that, go ahead. You don't.
All right,
you can call me Mr. Dad.
Am I? Oh, can I
talk about the robot chairs?
No, I'm trying to be respectful. And then, because I don't want to say Doug, I think. But can I call you sir, maybe?
No, you know what? You can call me Doug.
He wants you to call him Doug.
Okay. So, Doug, let me just say this. Me and Casey, we care about each other. And, sir, if I could have her hand in marriage and you could give me a blessing, I'd be the happiest gent in the Northeast. I know that didn't come out.
Well, you know what? That's fine. Certain people I know would say, "What's in it for me?" But yeah, as long as she's happy, that's all I care about.
Okay.
So, if she thinks she's made the right decision, then I stand behind her 1,000,000,000%.
Oh, thank you.
I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you. I can't wait to meet you. So it's a go?
Yeah, I'll be up on. I'll actually be up that way next week.
Oh, I'd love to sit. You know what I'd like to do, sir, is maybe.
It would be probably better if she was around, though, don't you think?
Okay, yeah, that's.
She's coming up at the end of the month.
I think she'll be here next week as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a little nervous right now, sir. But I'd like to take you to maybe Doug, to a diner, or maybe we can get a cup of Joe.
Absolutely.
Okay, a cup of Joe.
Do that.
A hamburger, maybe.
Uh-huh. By the way, I've listened to Ron and Fez all but twice.
Thank you.
And I'm a fan.
All right. Well, thanks, sir. I appreciate it very much.
Not a problem. I just thought I would see who we were dealing with here.
Doug?
Yeah.
Throw a blanket over your daughter's head and take her somewhere away.
Okay.
That's all I say.
He's joking, sir.
I know you want to support your daughter, but it's best to take off.
He's a jokester, Doug, and
is that right?
Yes, sir. He makes a lot of funny lines, and but really, we do have a wonderful bond, and we're going to be married for quite a long time, like forever. I mean,
that's usually why you do those kind of things.
Yeah, forever. So that's the plan. But I'll inform you more on our meeting over a nice hot cup of coffee on my thing.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Doug.
All right, my pleasure. Listen, enjoyed speaking with you.
Thanks, Dad.
Take care, Doug.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that may be the most uncomfortable radio I've ever even been around. I've been around some bad stuff. I've seriously been through some bad stuff.
I don't know how that came out.
I love the fact you hung yourself. You were the worst. Oh, yeah, you were terrible.
Why?
You brought up diners, coffee.
I was extremely
we're going to be married
nervous.
for a long time.
At one point,
you could tell he loves his daughter, and you could tell that he is
right.
wants to support her 100%.
I don't know what
even
to
when
say.
she's making a gigantic mistake in her life.
She isn't, and I've never been in this position. I was caught a little off guard, thank you, Pepper. I could have...
So that was really him?
That was him. Yeah. I could have prepared a speech.
I see the thing from Casey. That was definitely him.
Yeah, I know it was him. I could feel it in my bones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because there was no...
I had a thing totally prepared in my head for the next time I met him.
You didn't ever meet him?
No, I mean, for when I was
what
going
were you
to
say
meet
to
him. I was going to, get down on a knee and say...
Why are you going to get down on a knee to him?
For him?
No. Unless you're going to blow him, you idiot. Well, you never get down on your knees in front of another man. The Pope. If the Pope comes, get down on your knees.
Well, I would at least crouch. I would
Why?
get smaller.
Is he a midget?
No, but you're supposed to have some sort of deference to the future father.
You act like it's a fucking German Shepherd where you have to...
Oh, my God.
Well, he seemed like he's going to support her.
All right. I'm going to patch things up.
Well, he's coming up in a week.
All
Here's what I like. Wouldn't it be better if she was there?
Yeah.
I think it would be.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I would have said no.
What was that going to mean? I mean, was that a bad thing that he said that?
Yeah. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Because he doesn't want to meet me by himself.
It seems like that's the apple of his eye, though. Like, she is his world.
Well, she's the apple of my too.
And that's what a guy likes to hear. No, but you do have to act like, look, you're not going to love me right away, but I'm going to prove myself.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to know him, and most people who meet me tend to like me.
No, not true.
Well, I mean,
you want me to show you my emails?
Yeah,
they're hideous.
Okay. Well, please don't show
How
that.
do you think he did, Fez? Scale 1 to 10.
Oh, 1, if that. At one point, you called him Dog.
No, that was stupid. Mr. Doug, I hate it. I had to step in for that. What'd you think, Earl?
I'm going to be generous. I'm going to say a 3.
Mr. Doug was, again, supposed to be done as a way to be nice.
Came off smart-ass.
Where does he live?
Wasn't supposed to be smart. It was supposed to be respectful. North Carolina.
So not only she's leaving him down there, she probably sees her all the time, Sundays and all. So not only is he not going to have his little girl, she's going to be living on the other side of the country. Here's Bastard. You're on Fez.
Hey, Dave. Oh, man, I'm a huge fan of yours.
Yeah.
Except for one little problem. When he said that he supports his daughter 1 billion times over, or however he phrased it,
yeah,
that just made my heart sink when you ought to realize that you screwed up big time, because that's his little girl.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't understand. He said he gave me a blessing. I don't understand what happened. It was very nerve-wracking. I wish I had some
What he's
notes.
saying is he supports his daughter. He sounds like a great guy, runs his own business.
Right, I plan to
You bring that up like, oh, unusual business. Like you're nuts.
No, it was... I'm saying it's so unique that it's really...
You act like he's in the Addams Family.
I wasn't. I really find it unique. Those electric chairs that go upstairs... How do you get
into it? It's not a ride. It's a business.
I know,
but a chance to make money for him.
I just wish I could have met him in person the first time, rather than on the phone. Oh.
Yeah, you fucked that one up.
All right, well, I will reconcile this. Trust me.
No, the first thing is everything. You're just going to be in a bad, uncomfortable place for a long time. You called him Mr. Doug.
Right, because I didn't know it.
What are you?
Mr. B. I can't call him by his last name.
But basically, it's like you're his nanny now. Oh, Mr. Doug.
All right. Casey's dad, I will make this up to you.
Here's the best way to handle him. You got to walk up to him and say, Doug.
That's the end of my show. Dog.
Yeah, we were just listening to East Side Dave talking to his new father-in-law, Doug. I have to say, a scale of 1 to 10, he needs to do it over. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to fail the kid, Fuzzy.
Right.
And I know he was nervous, but he did not come through like a champ there. Let me go to Matt. Matt, you're on Fez.
Buddies, what's going on?
Yeah.
Dave, obviously that was a brutal phone call, but that's to be expected there, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
6 months, I had a short engagement with my wife for 6 months. I didn't know what to call my in-laws. First name, Mr., Mrs., hey, you. I couldn't call them mom and dad until the day I said I do. It was just a brutal 6 months, and don't worry, you'll get through it.
First of all, I don't believe in calling people mom and dad anyway. I got a dad. So that's not the thing. I'll call you by your name. Then here's another relaxing thing. When you have kids, then you just start to call them Grandpa. Hey, say hi to Grandpa. And then really, I got news for you. Once you have kids, nobody cares about you anyway. You're really just the guy who drives the kids over. Kay, you're on Fez.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
What can we do for you, Kay?
Well, I wanted to call and commend you for, bombing as bad as you did, because it just shows how much you really care about Casey.
Thank you, Kay.
If you weren't nervous, if you weren't as awful as you absolutely were, maybe he'd think twice about how you feel about her.
All right. Thanks for helping. Did that help at all?
Not really.
No.
When she introduced the word awful.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Did you feel like it went awful?
While it was going, I knew it felt awkward.
Yeah.
But in my head, I thought maybe, we had a good thing here. And listening back to it right there, there's got to be a lot of work to be done between me and Doug.
He sounds really distant.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you be disappointed?
Why?
Oh, I'd cry my eyes out.
Because you sound like Sheepy on the phone. It sound like, he hasn't met you yet. You're a guy's guy.
Yeah.
You're a regular fella.
I know, but
you sounded like Sheepy on the phone.
Right.
Like, don't hurt me. I don't, you're not that guy.
No, but it's his daughter. It has a totally different vibe. I don't know. I'm never good with guys as fathers.
Now you got to learn.
Or girls as fathers.
This guy's going to be your family now. You're not some ham and egger coming around asking to take her to the sock hop.
No, I'm not.
You're going to be his new son-in-law.
No, she's my main squeeze.
And you might find yourself in that business. You might be running crippled people up and down the steps.
What?
I don't know what he does there. Kevin, you're on Fez. I swear I wasn't listening. What can we do for you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the only thing worse than that conversation was Imus on the Sharpton show.
And actually, I think Imus did better.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That seems impossible. There were no preachers yelling at me or anything like that.
First thing you got to do when you meet him is come in with the guns with your tattoos blazing, because most of your tattoos look like they came out of a jailhouse. They're so poor.
I am going to be clothed very much. I'll wear a turtleneck that day.
Suit of armor.
Yeah. He doesn't need to see the Wish You Were Here Pink Floyd one.
Bill, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I just was wondering how Tony Reale would have handled that phone call.
Tony Reale wouldn't have been on the phone with him, Jack, because he would have never gotten Casey.
That's true.
Stick that in your craw.
In your craw?
She's mine. Craw in the...
Why don't I do this? We call back tonight and say, I'll call, and say, Dave was a little nervous today. He'd like to talk to you now. And we put Sheepy on and let him just sit there and goo gaga his way through a conversation.
That wasn't goo goo. It was
You did sound like you needed to be tickled, or at least held.
I was a man who was nervous. I was able to eloquate my thoughts.
But there's nothing to say that if you get another chance to talk to this guy, it'll go any differently.
No, it's going to go big time differently because I'm great face-to-face. I am a great face person.
Oh. Don't tell him that.
I don't mean it like that.
That's the kind of mistakes they're going to make.
I just mean in person.
You'll do anything to warm him up.
Can I tell you something? I like to think that I can read people. I think he's a little bit of a buster. I think he enjoyed busting on you a little bit. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
That's fun for me.
No, it wasn't. You choked.
Yeah, that's true.
But basically, he's saying, let me take this car out for a spin, see what she can do. And right away, he hit 40, and he starts to hear rattling in the engine.
Well, the thing is, that won't happen again. Doug, we're going to have some brews maybe next week.
Oh, no. Don't you drink.
I am going to.
No.
I will.
know you when you drink.
I just decided.
No.
No, I am not going to go to this man stone cold sober. I think that was my biggest problem this morning, or this afternoon.
Yeah, every day you're not drunk is a problem for you. That's what he's thinking.
No, I just mean with this gentleman, I'm going to throw 4 or 5 back.
You know
before.
What? I've got a speech teacher for you, all right? A confidence teacher.
Okay.
Get Sheepy on the phone.
Okay.
Sheepy's going to be able to... Why?
He's not going to help me.
Sheepy actually was more confident than you.
No. See, now you're joking.
Yeah. Get hold of Sheepy for me, Pitsy. Let me go over here to Sue. Sue, you're on Fez.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
None of your business, Sue.
Okay.
What are you, Sue?
I just
What are you,
wanted to
Cherokee?
say...
Sue? What are you, a Sue there? Huh?
Sue?
Cherokee?
Well, wait, I can't hear you. You're talking too much.
Go ahead, honey. What are you, a Sue? You got Cherokee in you?
What is it, Cherokee?
Cherokee Sue? Listen, look at her, Fez. She's adorable. You're adorable, honey.
I love this one. This one I want to keep.
Are you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What's your ethnic background?
I think he did a really good job.
I noticed the girls seem to like you.
Thank you.
The guys are disappointed, but the girls think you did okay.
Sue, I wasn't so
What,
bad.
is she Sue?
No.
Jackie?
No, you were good. This is Sue. You were good. You were good. You did really good. And you know what? If you knew he was calling in, you would have been a wreck.
Thank you, Sue. See, and I think if I had talked the way these guys are asking me to talk, maybe I would seem too cocky, too egotistical, and then he wouldn't like me for those reasons either, which I'm not.
That's right.
You
That's
can't.
right.
You have no reason to be.
Yeah.
Sue,
No, but
you did one good thing in your life. You're dating a girl over your head. You should have said to him, "Hey, I never really ever, Doug, never ever in my life did I think I get a girl with a rack like your daughter's."
Okay, see, I'm not going to say that. Sue, I'm not going to say that to him.
Why not? Get it out there. Let him know you're not playing
I
games.
feel it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sue.
No, that's a no-no.
Why don't you say this? What do you want, the 38 or the 44? Don't make any difference to me.
I'm not.
One thing I got is ammo.
Okay, we're not bringing guns into the meeting.
I got somebody who talks a little tougher than you. I want him to work on you a little bit.
Good.
All right, getting back to your problems. You were terrible today.
Right.
I got somebody who's going to talk to you, get you ready for this. Sheepy.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
What's happening?
No, nothing.
Sheepy, did you hear Dave talking with his new father-in-law?
Yeah, I just heard that just now before. I missed it in the middle of the day.
How do you think he did?
He
I want you to be
tried.
honest.
He tried.
This is the person you want
Mm-hmm.
to coach me? This is the guy.
Yes. He sounds better than you.
He doesn't.
Yes, Roland's son.
He hasn't called me Mr. Dad. So already he's out
That's
there.
a lack of respect on Sheepy's part.
Go ahead,
No
Sheepy.
offense, Sheepy.
Well, he was taken off guard. It was very hard for him to just all of a sudden a guy named Doug, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I'm Casey's dad, and then his heart sunk, and then he.
Why would his heart sink?
This is my speech coach. Hey, we don't even know what he's saying.
He's the best in the business. Listen to him.
You know what, Dave? Where do you think you're going? Dave, put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers. You think I'm kidding you? You think I'm joking with you now? That's what you need to do. You need to go home and watch Glenn Ross over and over and say, Alex, tell me what I'm supposed to do. I want you, the next time you talk to him, walk in like this and go, is she with him or is it just him? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go. I'm going to go anyway. Sheepy, what should he do next time? I want you to be honest.
He should call up and be really personal.
What about the way you, the way that you were able to deal with Hosp that time, where you just ripped one in his face and then you said, smell the fame?
You wouldn't suggest that, would you, Sheep?
No, I don't think that would go over well for us.
Coffee is for closers. Then you know what you say? You should say this. You know what it takes to take care of your daughter?
Right.
Then you pull out braids.
Yeah, I know.
Put them up against your pants. This is what it takes to take care of your daughter.
You can't say some things, though, in the IMUS.
You tell me, you got new thing, either the brand new Cadillac or a set of steak knives, and go either way. Either way, look at that. Third prize, hit the bricks, Doug. It's not going to happen for you.
All right, I could try that.
Mitch and Murray sent me down here to pick up your daughter. Mitch and Murray is not playing games with you people.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't think he would know who Mitch and Murray are. That's the one thing, but...
Do you know Sheepy?
I've seen Glengarry Gun Ross.
Gun Ross?
Gun Rust. He thought it was a Western.
This is my coach. This is the guy who's going to mentor me and how to speak to Doug.
I talk to adults pretty well most of the time.
You're talking to 3 right now.
You are an adult.
Yeah, you're not a child.
I'm
a grown-up.
You're like 3 years younger than me.
You can vote and you can drink. All right, Melissa wants to help out. Melissa, you're on Run of Fez with...
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
I just wanted to make a comment that I've been going out with my fiancé for 4 years. I've been engaged to him for a little over a year. And I still feel uncomfortable with calling his mom and dad by their first name. So I just don't call them anything.
How about what they call you, the hua? Who wants to hear that?
No, they call me Melissa, but... Yeah,
You're not comfortable around them at all?
No, I'm comfortable around them, but I can't call them by, their names. It's like, I don't know. It's something, the way I grew up,
Yeah. All right, here's what you really have to do for yourself, Melissa. You got to walk in that house naked once and let them know. Once that happens, what else could go wrong? Yeah. Hey, by the way, I just found this out from your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Doug's been listening tonight.
Oh, no.
Called her, and he says he wants to go to your bachelor party.
No way.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
I think that's a good thing or a bad?
I would say it's a great thing.
Okay.
I really would.
I don't know how to read Doug. He's a master of this.
Here's one thing that it's not.
He's impossible to get a handle on.
Go around the room. You think it's a good thing?
I think it's a great thing.
Earl?
I wouldn't do that, no.
Because the way he is when he drinks.
Yes.
For anyone else, it would be great. You're a mess when you drink.
Yeah, that's very accurate, but maybe Doug likes that.
No, because you have a tendency to kiss men on the lips, too. And yeah, you do.
That.
You don't mean to, but you tell everyone that you love them.
No, I do. I've kissed Earl on the cheek as a symbol of brotherhood.
No, you've been highly inappropriate with me, Dave.
That's just not true.
That's a problem.
You're a very...
You know what I want you to call your in-laws, honey?
What?
Your father-in-law, I want you to call him Mighty Horse, your mother-in-law, Monkey House.
Bon Jovi that'll go great with them.
This is the wrong thing.
Or call him Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi might even work. Let them know you rock a little bit. Here's Mark. Mark, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how's it going, buddy?
What do you say, buddy?
Nothing. I used to take the bus from New York, and one day I happened to meet Sheepy on the way back. And he said Dave should listen to everything he has to say because he had some hot Russian chick eating out of the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was this girl named Tanya that I met.
Why were you feeding her out of your hand?
No, I was talking to her. What happened is when I came into New York, I noticed her, and she went off the bus. I was like, oh, whatever, I'm never going to see her again. And then when I got to the bus later that night, she came up.
You're beautiful.
I turned to her and I go, hey, I remember you from before. And she goes, uh-huh. And then she turned away. And I was like, oh, geez, I'm a creep. But then she went and made a phone call, and then she turned and she goes, oh, I do remember you. And she noticed the book I was reading, and then we were talking about books, and we were having a good time and talking, and then we got the bus, and then...
What was the book you were reading?
The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Oh, nice one.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is a good book. Why don't you do this? Why don't you say to her, you want to play double dutch with me? And then you're out doing the jump rope. Because you know what, Sheepy? You remind me when I was younger, the guy that would always be playing jump rope when everybody else was playing kickball. And I'm like, why is that guy playing jump rope with the girls? Everyone's playing kickball.
Before, the only chicks he got were marshmallow peeps.
I was good at kickball.
Mm-hmm. You struck out.
I get doubles and triples.
You guys waiting for a walk in kickball. It ain't going to happen, Sheepy. Swing away. All right, and do you see how he sounds? That's how you sound it with Mr. Doug.
All right, well, then I have a lot of work to do.
Doug?
He actually, you know what Doug wants to be called? Dugout Doug. He's going, please, call me Dugout Doug. What's wrong with that?
Because that name's taken.
All right, this is great news. You want to bring Doug to your bachelor party next Friday night?
Sure, I will.
Earl's going down to check out the VIP tonight. Is Lily going along with you?
Yes, she is.
Why don't you do this? Tell Lily how to put on a little costume and surprise us tomorrow. Is Lily working tomorrow?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's working.
Tell her, go into the locker room there, see if you can't get a little something to surprise us during the show. And I'd like to have a cage in here and a pole. I need a pole and a cage. Was that you, Sheepy?
I think I smell his fame.
I can't tell the difference between him and Dave right now. What? All right, here's our buddy Arch. How you doing, Arch?
What do you say, buddies?
How are you?
I would say, Dave, you need to go climb to the highest building you can find when Doug comes to town and say, Doug rocks the fat ass. Tag it like a man.
Not a bad idea.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Olbermann rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Olbermann rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
All right, Arch.
Yeah.
Don't forget the line of the day. I just really like to move it up and do well for myself.
You got it.
All right, Sheepy, we got to get going, but you were really... I want you to work with him a little bit, okay?
I'll try.
I want you to take care of Dave. And Dave?
Yes?
Don't worry about what happened tonight with Doug. You're going to do okay.
Thank you.
You're going to get him back. Just tonight, consider it a failure.
I will.
Yeah.
A big F.
And we are back. Dave.
Hello. Yes.
Did not enjoy my idea of how to make him money at all.
I did. Well, I thought it was interesting.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it's legal. Why don't you explain?
Why
to
is
them
it not
what
legal?
was?
All I'm saying is we all know who drives Subarus, lesbians. You go to Subaru World, you recruit a couple of butch lesbians, and here's the key, a couple of hot ones too, and you start a lesbian fight club. But instead of like the movie Fight Club, you do talk about it and you record it and you put it on the internet and you promote
it. Okay. First of all, are fight clubs legal in general?
I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? Like the UFC didn't just one day be like, oh, this is cool. Like, I'm sure they started in some dude's basement.
If fight clubs are legal and you're saying I can take on some kind of Karen type short-haired folks, I mean, I'm 6'1", 190 pounds of twisted Irish steel. I mean, the damage I would do on that community if I had to.
Whoa,
this is Robert's idea.
Whoa.
This is Robert's idea. This is Robert's idea.
You're the Dana White of this, Dave. You're not punching lesbians.
Oh, I am. Okay, so I misunderstood off the air, which is why I wasn't necessarily. I thought you were putting me in like an intergender Andy Kaufman, mixed gender fight club scenario.
No, but you would rock those one. We had a fight club. I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods, and a bunch of people went to high school together that worked there. And one of the dads of the kids also worked there, and they told me the story of their fight club where they were all juniors, and it was just in the one guy who worked at Dick's basement. The dad who now worked at Dick's sanctioned the fight club, and I guess the video got out, and they all got called to the principal's office. And my buddy Kyle refused to say a word. The rest of them just kind of were like, "Yeah, it's okay. We're all allowed to do it." And all of them got punished except for Kyle, whose dad pulled him aside and was like, the first rule of Fight Club?
Don't talk about Fight Club, baby.
And that's why Kyle got a pass.
Good job, Kyle. But also on my YouTube page, Eastside Dave TV, I actually uploaded a video a few years ago of us doing boxing. We had a Friday night fights club at my friend Pat's house. It was different. We had boxing gloves, but no headgear and no mouth guards. So, and just like good old fashioned boxing gloves. And we filmed it. And of course, I was the announcer. I did both in-ring announcing and commentary. And we're about 12 years old in this video. So if you're interested in that little tiny Davey Mac Fight Club video, it is there. Yeah, 12 or 13.
That's tough.
What?
I don't know if I want to watch 13-year-olds fight. That just hits a weird line. I feel like if you go and you're searching 12-year-old fight club on YouTube, you should be on a watch list.
But it was us. It was,
no, 1990. You're okay. I'm just saying the non-Eastside Dave fans who come across that video, I'm going to have some questions about. That's all.
Okay, Jesus. If someone said, hey, I could see a video of Jim Norton or somebody from the radio when they were 12 or 13, I would definitely be looking at that video. It would just be hysterical.
Right, because you know them, and that's what I mean. Like, if it's people who are aware of you, great. If it's just random people being like, basement fight club, teen boys, I got a lot of questions.
Well, yeah, those people.
Idea. But what I do think is a fun, very cool idea. And I got to be honest, I don't know if I've heard of this happening with such rapidity, which is a word you used and Fez quickly pointed out does not exist. A proposal on radio.
Proposal on radio. A marriage proposal on radio. Not an indecent proposal.
We heard a lot of those on radio.
Yeah, a lot.
So you want to sit on the Sibian? They're ripping me off, Robin.
This was a very decent marriage proposal on radio, and yeah, it was crazy. This is when we had when we were very active on the Run and Fez show with the Pal Talk. So we were on the radio, but you could also see the people, and God bless that internet.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I mean, obviously you have the chat rooms and this and that these days, but it's not the same thing as like a Pal Talk type of deal.
What's crazy is like the live streaming these days, it's almost they prefer the opposite. Like the chat is a part of it, but they prefer just to be chat. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be like visual. They just want to be able to comment with anonymity.
It's interesting. Oh yeah, okay, I get you. So then they're anonymous and they can do their little trolling. I see.
Not even
I
so
see
much
what you
that, it's just like I think it gives them a separation from it's like you're playing a video game where you create a character. I go to work by day and by night I'm 9-1-wing-5 in the chat, you know.
But it feels like we've gone backwards in that regard, though, because it feels like that's more of like one of those AIM America instant message rooms, which I went into a couple times to do trolling, because like a few times I went into like a Beverly Hills 90210 chat room in like 1997, and just to be like, I think Dylan's a piece of shit, and then everyone would like scream at me, and I would be like, he's still a piece of garbage. Like, Dylan Walsh is great. What are you talking about? I'm like, I think he's a piece of shit.
I think I've got questions if you watch that show in general. Same about if you're looking at anyway. We're not here to talk about that. What we are here to talk about is the marriage. And from what we hear on the radio, Casey came, spent a week with you. Decides she leaves, you decide, I want to marry this girl. Now, just for context, this was shortly after you and Claire, who had been together for, what, 7 years?
Quite some time. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And it broke up, so you're kind of used to a relationship. You got somebody a little newer, a little hotter in your life. We can't blame you for feeling that way. When you go to Ron and Fez and go, hey, I've got something to read on air. Do you tell them what you're intending to do?
Oh, yes. And Ron actually looked at me and goes, what do you want to get married for? That way he looked at me directly in the eye.
Good man, Ronnie B.
I said, I don't know. It seems like a fun thing to do. And it seems like it would be fun to do on the air. So, it's a win-win for everybody. Like, I'm, willing to do this in real life. And then it's like, and plus, this will be like a good bit.
I mean,
but I was definitely like, but also, sure, I'd like to do this in real life. So, yeah, it was very quick. 2 months probably of courtship and dating is too quick.
We hear it was actually the 1 month anniversary of your first date.
Oh, my God.
When you
listen, I'm an old school guy in a lot of ways. This is the way things used to be done. Sure, in the 1940s. But nevertheless, it is the way things. Oh, yes, Robert. That's the way things used to be done. The guy would say, now I have to go off to Normandy.
Okay.
I got to go to war.
All right.
And he'd be like, I know we only knew each other for a couple of weeks, but will you marry me? What's the girl going to do? Of course she was like, yes. So it's a very old school.
You were like, as I'm about to storm the beaches of the Ron and Fez show, would you like to marry me? I don't know if it's the same.
Listen, I mean, it's definitely not the same, but those people put their lives on the line, and I talk with puppets. So it's definitely not the same, but nevertheless, it's a very old school, in my opinion, gentlemanly thing to do.
I would agree with you if when Ron asked why you wanted to get married, your answer was something like, because I found my second piece, my other half, my soulmate, not because I think it'll be fun to get married and good for the radio. That said, that's why you're a better radio guy than me.
Yeah, I mean, he was confused as to why, because I totally brought this to the table. This wasn't anyone's idea.
Oh,
this was
I'm aware you brought this to the table.
Yeah, this was me.
In the thralls of his worst psychosis, Fez wouldn't have brought this to the table.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't, Fez, Ron, anybody was like, oh no, I got an idea. It was met with confusion, uncomfortability, questioning, yes, I'll never forget what do you want to get married for type of response. But, you only live YOLO. You only live once, Robert.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did Casey know?
she had an idea but didn't know because the idea that something was going to happen to you, they said you got to be on camera, you have to be there. Make sure you're watching the show on the Pal Talk camera today.
And what I like is there's no setup from Ron. There's no like tease. It's just Dave's got an announcement. Dave, come on in. And then
that can never be good. Dave's got an announcement.
Come on, Dave, you can make your announcement now, I think is the exact phrasing, which is But then you read a poem.
Right.
Now we know Dave's a poet. We knew you worked for
Barrister.
Yeah.
The Arrister Poetry and Prose magazine in high school, Christian Brothers Academy, where I was in junior year, the assistant editor, and then senior year, I'm the full-on editor. Okay, the number one, the HNIC of the Arrister. I'm the guy who chooses the poetry and prose and the artwork with which will go into that Arrister magazine that year.
I think
okay, big shot.
I think it says something about the Dead Poet Society high school you went to that you feel like the editor of the poetry journal can refer to himself as the HNIC.
Listen, that was something that they loved on my
on your resume
for college. They were like, "What's this? What's the Arrister poetry? You were the editor?" Yes.
Oh,
I was.
I thought you wrote your position as HNIC, and I was like, that. I mean, at Fordham, I've seen Fordham. That checks out. That is how they talk.
But I also put in my story, my legendary story, Jack Donovan, and I put in a poem. I put in a Davey Mack poetry and a Davey Mack prose because, I mean, what's the point? If I'm going to be editor, I got to put in a couple of my works. And as we all know, Jack Donovan, a modern day work of literature classicness.
And I think we've done an episode on all of your esteemed writing, but
check the archives.
Where do you feel this poem ranked amongst all of them?
Not very good.
No,
this was a amateurish poem. I think I kind of scratched it out only like a few minutes before actually saying it on the air. I realized that I need a little pizzazz. I needed a little something rather than just do the announcement, just like straight up. Yeah. So I felt like, you know what? I think I need a little lead in. And but I hadn't thought of that until literally it was time to do the announcement. So I scratched it on some loose leaf and then, did it.
Of course.
Yeah. Didn't really take my time. I have at least a Hallmark card's worth of poetry in me. I can make something sound somewhat decent.
Yeah.
I had a poem that I wrote at CBA that made my parents' refrigerator where it would stay for many, 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 many years until they moved houses.
Okay. I mean, that's
the stages of life, Robert.
Some people peak at certain points, along the way. Now, so you do it. Casey says yes via Pal Talk. Everybody's happy. Her dad calls in. Now,
Mr. White.
Mr. Doug is how you referred to him on air.
Mr. Doug. Mr. Doug.
Ron did not like that at all. But the question I have is, this is the first time you talked to him, and he says he wasn't a big fan of the Ron and Fez show. Was it set up to have him on the line ready to go? Or was it just pure coincidence?
This, I don't believe I had anything to do with. I believe it was Mr. Doug just calling in on his own.
Wow. So do you think Casey said, hey, there's something big you might want to check this out? Or okay.
Possibility.
And as much as, we don't talk about it too often, Casey was, when she was on Pal Talk and part of your life, decent at being a part of the show, and knowing how the Ron and Fez show, she was a super fan. So she would get that this was a good bit. That my hypothesis, or, some of the speculation out in the world is that he was just a closeted super fan of the Ron and Fez show and didn't want to admit on air.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, everyone who listened to the Ron and Fez show for just a couple episodes became a fan, in my opinion.
I mean, that's how I got there, right?
Yeah.
You hear a few things, you're like, what the? And then you're in. But
yeah,
the follow-up to that is, during the phone call, he mentions he'll be coming up next week. You, him, and Casey should all go get food. How was meeting him? We don't really hear much about that on air. Did it go well? Did he like you? I mean, you're
it
a
went well.
charming guy, but the mantra with you is usually like at first takes you a little while to warm up and then you love Dave.
I think that happens sometimes. Yeah. I don't understand it. The first impression is never very good for so many folks. I don't know why that is. I'm very personable. I'm friendly.
It's frankly because you're too personable and you're Jameson. People don't start drinking Jameson. They start with beer and work their way up to it. And then they're like, oh, this is what I needed. That's all.
But yeah, we went to a Mexican restaurant. It was a nice day out. I had several margaritas. Several.
I did hear at one point in the audio, you go, I'm going to drink. And both Ron and Fez beg you not to. But I'm glad you played it, with your gut.
I needed a stiff one.
Yeah.
For this very special announcement. I did. No question about it.
Of course. Now, he kind of gives you a pass. He busts your balls a little bit. And then we get the callers who are surprisingly supportive of this terrible proposal, to be frank. Like, and I'm not being a jerk, but like just planning wise, like there was the execution was, the love intent was there, but just the poem you admitted you wrote right beforehand. You didn't get her father's blessing until you proposed, and then you did it on air.
That's true.
While referring to him as Mr. Doug. But all the women are like, no, like, I think he handled it well. So,
yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, you could, how would you propose on the radio to a lady?
Oh, very simply, Dave, I would not.
Nevertheless, as far as marriage proposals go, I think this one was good. And I put this one up with the Sam Malone and Diane Chamberses of the world in terms of entertainment marriage proposals. I mean, only Sam and Diane could eclipse the Dave man, in my opinion.
Maybe, but yours felt a little more like Jack and Diane. Your proposal.
Jackass and Diane.
But so they're supportive. Fez is 100% on board. Ron tries to use it to get Earl. But then what I like best is Ron does what most guys would do, which is say, Dave, do not invite me to your wedding. The irony being the wedding would be absolutely held on the Ron and Fez show. And I just thought that was kind of a fun foreshadowing. But also
in the Hard Rock.
Oh,
to a sold out crowd.
Absolutely, which I don't think has ever been done before. I mean,
no.
Bigger than the fucking Kanye wedding.
I mean, you got to think about it. I had two major Hard Rock Cafe in New York City Times Square events revolving around me versus the Midnight Rider in wrestling, and then the Eastside Dave wedding. I mean, come on. And both were sold out events. I want that to be on the record.
At the Hard Rock, which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a small venue. Now, Ron then segues into what most men care about when their friends are getting married, which is the bachelor party, and goes, we got to get this done before you change your mind. So he sets it up for the following Friday. And my question is, did you actually have a bachelor party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell
how did it go?
It was insane. I mean, there was a lot of listeners there. I forget where it was. The Cheetah Club rings a bell.
Which Earl, of all people, had a connection to. I think that might be the blackest thing I've heard about Black Earl.
Yeah, I believe it was the Cheetah Club, which is, yes, a gentleman's space in New York City. And, heavy drinking. And then it was, I got on stage with, there was a lovely lady, but nothing happened sexually. I believe she took a kendo stick, like one of those kendo sticks that you see in wrestling, and just started hitting me with it. Yeah, like I was on all fours and she, like a whip or maybe a kendo stick or both. And then that was pretty much it. That was like the crazy moment of the Bachelor's Club was I got beaten by a stripper.
And I mean, I guess for radio, that's a good stunt. But my question would be,
I don't think we had it recorded or anything because we weren't allowed to.
No, it's a strip club.
Yeah.
Now,
because in a strip club, you can't, Hard Rock, yes, looser restrictions with broadcasting, but not in this place.
No, I think that's one of their 3 rules. Don't touch, don't film, don't broadcast.
But that was good footage. I'm sure there was some sort of fan recording of it somewhere.
Just to give the audience context, this was April 11th, 2007. Casey was actually in North Carolina, if you didn't hear that from the audio, when you did your proposal. There was no ring or anything like that. And the plans you made were to meet up with Casey and her dad, your future father-in-law, when Casey and him came back to town the following week. So what happens over the weekend is you guys meet. And then April 13th, Casey's actually in studio. You're in studio. And we're going to let the audience hear the actual proposal right now. We'll be back after this from the Ron and Fez Show.
Eastside Dave, our producer, is ready to make this big step in just a few moments. Dave, you've got a beautiful ring right now.
From Fidelity Diamond in Paramus, New Jersey on Route 17 South. That is from our buddy Tom Colasino, taking care of you with a $5,000 diamond engagement ring.
And this thing is beautiful. Thank God Lily came by and told us pear-shaped, because I know nothing about the pinky rings. I understand a little bit. We've got his fiancée in the back. She thinks she's going to play match game on the air with Happy Typing Girl and Dave. By the way, anyone who has Pal Talk, go over. I guess it's the Ron and Fez room.
Ron and Fez show room.
Ron and Fez show room.
Right.
And it's under Pitsy's name.
That's right. Yeah. Just take up Pitsy's camera. I am the Pitts is the name of his camera. So just click on him, and
yeah, he's really cool.
You'll get to see the studio and everything and what's going to happen, which is quite frankly terrifying me. But that commercial break at least had me settle down a little bit.
Now, do we have this lined up properly where it's her, where she's going to be sitting?
Well, I think so. I think I'm going to be around here. Pitts, if you could sit where Casey's going to sit, I'm going to sit right here. I think I'm going to maybe say a few things and then drop to my knee,
right,
and give her the ring in such a manner, like an old knight or something.
Okay. All right. Are you ready, big man?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
It's now or never. It's now or never.
Go grab them. Earl, hit the match game music.
Oh, boy.
They believe they're going to be playing match game. And remember, the cue is, but you're not going to be playing match game after all.
Right.
When I say that, you just take over and Fez and I will stay out of the way. That was the part that freaked you out a little earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want you to stay out of the way.
All right, if I think you're doing bad, I'll come in and wrap.
Okay.
All right.
Contestants now entering the studio.
Yeah, this is a nice one. HCG, you're going to be on this side. We're going to put over here. So you can't cheat off each other. Ready to play Match Game 07. Match Game 07. Now, HTG, could you hear anything there in the other room?
Not a thing.
Casey, you felt the same way? You couldn't hear anything at all?
Nothing.
Do you feel like you are going to be able to match your fiancé better than the Happy Typing Girl? You think it'll work for you?
Okay.
See? Confidence.
I don't think you're
nice.
I honestly, looking over this game and knowing the way that the game's going, I honestly don't believe that you're even going to match up on one. Because, and because I guess we're cheating a little bit. Because in all honesty, you're not here to play match game at all.
Okay.
I have a few words to say to you.
Okay.
Baby, we know each other a long time. 3 months, I
Yes.
guess.
Yes.
And I proposed to you over the radio and everything like that. And, you know, it was fun and silly, but you were in North Carolina. I was in New York. And I don't know, you know, while it was real in my heart, you know, some people might not have thought it was genuine, or they think it's a crazy radio stunt or this or that. Because, you know, there's something that was missing, I guess, is the way I would say it. So, I have something for you that I want you to take. When I sleep at night, I dream of you all the time. While I love coming into work, I hate leaving you in the morning. And I do really, for real, want to marry you. And I want, with God and all of radio as our witnesses, and these gentlemen in the room face to face, I really do love you and want you to marry me.
Oh my
so,
God.
will you be my wife?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah! Sit down, I'll pass out.
Oh my! I'm not kidding. I'm gonna pass out too.
Be customary and do all the. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'll get back. I'll get back.
Can I take off this?
Yeah, take off.
Yeah, take off the fake.
Take off the fake ring.
Bye, fake.
But no, seriously, I do love you, and I want you to be mine forever.
You're the best.
Thank you all. Thank you for saying yes. Holy mackerel, was I nervous. You have no idea. I thought we were going to play match game. I had no idea. I didn't know that this was going to happen either tonight, so we're both caught off guard a little bit.
He did not know your size, so you could go over and have that size. Beautiful, beautiful ring. Fezzy, you all right over there? You're crying like a twist.
I am just sobbing over here. That was the nicest moment, and I am just sobbing now.
Why are you crying?
It's just very sweet. It's very nice. I get sentimental.
I'm going to cry if Fez cries.
Well, I'm already gone.
It's the groom supposed to cry because I'm crying
The
a little
groom
bit.
can cry.
No, but this is, I mean, she's the best. And I wasn't expecting this tonight and anything. I was expecting to come in and do a radio show, right at some big announcement. I thought, oh, yeah, he's going to say maybe ratings were good. I don't know. I had no idea. But this is, you make me the happiest person in the world. And you deserve that ring because you're the best ever.
Wow.
I'm going to pass out.
Well, you two, you know, I'm
sweating like a pig.
I
am sweating like a pig.
This is why it took a little while to get you guys to come back in here, is because Dave started freaking out and running around in circles.
Because there's always a chance you could think about it. You could say, oh, he's totally psychotic. And while we got engaged, I know that, you know, it's nothing really, I guess. You know, you actually said, I said, well, we are engaged. And you said, well, it's not official. There's no ring or anything like that. And I agreed. I was like...
Yeah, it's hard to kind of tell your family when they're like, why are you wearing a quarter ring?
Yeah.
But that's so nice of you to go out and make your own ring from scratch like that.
A lot of new brides won't do that.
That's why she's awesome.
Yeah.
She just got a $3 ring off the flea market and said, oh, no, we really are getting married. But still, in my own heart, you know, it wasn't official till this.
Yeah.
So now it's all about the wedding soon. Hopefully that's real soon.
Ooh.
Well, that'll be next. Let's do it. Seriously,
why not?
Let's get behind this.
All right.
I mean, obviously, HTG is trying to steal your thunder with the rock and hula luau.
I don't care for that at all.
Oh, I didn't ever understand. Did the Pal Talk thing work out? Because we never had this thing on in here. We had tried to have that up for your Pal Talk friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
We may have had it on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
Let the expert go check.
Yeah.
That's true. Pitsy aside, HTG's in the house.
You never, I know, of course. You have to have it every moment of the day. Here was the other thing we were worried about. I was so glad you guys left your bags behind, because I know that I'm watching everyone text you during every commercial, as it was already. So, now you can get your phones back.
What are you doing to my phone?
It's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I honestly, though, I have never been more nervous and destroyed in my life. What?
Oh, who is it, Bean?
Yeah, it's Beanie.
All right,
no.
Yeah, that's your mom.
I wouldn't answer that quite yet.
Go ahead and answer. We'll listen to your side of it. No. Is that for you, Dave?
Yeah, it's for me.
Why don't you grab it since he's on the air?
Hello? Hi, Mrs. McDonald. No, it's Anthony. How are you?
Anthony? His name's Anthony?
I had no idea.
Sure. I'll pass it along.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. She said call her back ASAP.
So much trouble.
It wasn't congratulations you were passing along?
Now, why are you in trouble?
No, I mean, I'm not in trouble. She doesn't know. She hasn't actually met Casey yet.
What are you waiting for?
Well, no, it's been, a few months, and I don't know. I don't care, Mr. B. No, I mean, I love...
Of course you do.
I do care about my mother very much.
Yes,
I do. I take back what I just said.
You're trying to say, but you want to do things the right way. You want to call your mother.
I do want to call her, and that slipped... well, I didn't know that the ring necessarily was...
Do that before she calls Anthony Pizzarella again.
I had no idea his name was Anthony.
I didn't know that
I really don't know what anyone's name is around here. Earl is the only one I really trust with a real name.
See, I didn't know that the ring was going to come. I was going to do this tonight. Yeah. And I did.
It's a beautiful ring, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Just gorgeous. We'll take it, get it sized up for you.
It doesn't fit? It's a little
of course not. I mean, it came in incredibly tiny.
Right.
We knew that, but it's, perfect. Now, Happy Typing Girl was part of this whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
She, first of all, wanted to do this at Rock. Go, you can say it.
Don't hate me.
Did you feel guilty?
It was incredibly difficult getting her in here. You have no idea.
Because you're not a big fan of she's not a big fan of being on the radio.
She's incredibly uncomfortable with it.
You, on the other hand, are, look at me. I'm on New York One. Check out Wall Street Journal. Go to Pal Talk. You're
wasn't
everywhere.
until I came here to get her here. And, well, there you go.
So, did you really feel guilty about lying?
Yeah, of course. She was completely uncomfortable, and she swore she wasn't coming up. I mean, this was... we were in the car, and I didn't want you guys to hear... you said you didn't want her to hear the radio.
Yeah.
I actually, while I was going to pick her up and I realized it was getting late, I set my clock behind a half an hour and figuring, all right, this will get her not to turn the radio on. And then, like, freaking bad luck... Excuse me. We drive past a giant clock that says it's 6:11. She goes, "Oh my God, it's 6:11. You have to put the show on."
Oh.
Emotions run rampant right now.
Sure they are. Do you want to back out, Casey? No one's going to be mad at you.
No.
Seriously.
Not at all?
We won't be mad at you.
She's not. No. She's not allowed to now.
Yeah. Are you a little nervous about Bean?
Yeah, I am.
Your mother-in-law? No, I'm talking to Case.
Oh, okay.
But why haven't you taken her down there to meet?
Oh, no, just it's been very hectic schedule. I don't have any time.
We'll give you a day off. You need a day off from here?
Maybe.
We'd love to send you down.
You had a week off last week.
Well,
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
You work hard. What do we work? 3 hours a day? I think you got 21 to swing down.
I was in Carolina last week.
No, nothing could be finer. I'm not going to lie to you. Here is Arch. Arch, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Buddies, congratulations, my man.
Oh, thank you, Arch.
Gonna let you know the offer still stands to sing this wedding.
Well, I don't know whether we want you to sing at the wedding or do a salute to Rich Voss, because you sound exactly like him. Why don't you come back and do the Panther Boys early material?
There you go.
All right, Rich.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good time.
Here is Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's that? East Side, Casey, congratulations.
Thank you, Rich.
I got one question.
Yeah.
You got the ring taken care of. Now, what sponsor are you going to have to take care of the wedding? Good move.
Oddly enough that you brought that up.
What?
I got a call from Hard Rock Johnny, who would love to have this wedding at the Hard Rock.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we could really sponsor it up nice. I mean, you kids, I talked to, I gave a call to Alan Linewan about this, and Alan's like, are you kidding me? We got hotels.com, blah, blah, blah. They really, if you want it, it's something to think about, but would love to get behind it and really do a sponsored wedding. Like all of us, you know who did one of those was Star Jones.
Oh, that's
She
right.
had everything sponsored.
Yeah,
Everything
Bridezilla.
Bridezilla. You could become Bridezilla the way you always dreamed of.
She always liked Bridezilla.
Brought to you by Payless Shoes.
Is that who was behind that? Payless?
That was one of her big sponsors, or at least one that she put a gun to try to hold up.
She looked beautiful except for her shoes, is what the early reviews are. She had a $10,000 dress and a $3 pair of shoes. Bridezilla.
And Star Jones was always the splash maker of the view. So.
Well, not only that, but in the pool. She was a splash maker.
So we'd be outdoing her.
Yeah. So that's something to consider.
We'll think about it.
I mean, I probably could get Johnny to even throw in some memorabilia. Some very nice...
As in her guitars.
Rock and roll. Or you could just go Rock-a-Hula Luau, the way you had originally planned. What is this Rock-a-Hula Luau party going to be?
It's going to be a Rock-a-Hula Luau, like Grease 2. You inspired it. I'm not going to say I stole your idea.
No, you stole it. You honestly, you took it from us.
Except for that I told you about it first.
Yeah. I don't think so. I told Sheepy, and Sheepy ran back to you. And because of that, I'm going to have two boys beat Sheepy up and really give him a bad eye. Hey, Nick, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, after all the years listening to you guys, I got to say this is one of the nicest moments you ever had on this show.
Well, and I'm going to tell you the truth. These are incredibly nice people. Now, and the other part of this is, and why it's fun for Fez and I, is both Fez and I are incapable of love. So, like vampires, we don't understand human emotions. So this is all curious. People being drawn together for something other than selfish needs.
We may write a paper on this.
Yeah. Iceman, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
D-Mac.
Iceman. Oh, my gosh, my friend Iceman.
Yeah.
You know more than one?
From the dub?
I've seen this man break dance on a table at the Shiki.
Oh, this is one of my good pals from the Irish bar I used to work at. Iceman.
Old school, you're D-Mac now, but that was a beautiful moment, and this is a solid show. Old school checking in.
All right, there you go.
Thanks, Iceman.
All right, Iceman, stay close.
Thank
Maybe
you.
Invited.
He looks exactly like Val Kilmer in Top Gun.
Oh, is that where you got the name from?
That's why he's called Iceman.
I also grew up with a buddy named Iceman because his old man claimed that he wasn't his. He used to say you belong to the Iceman and called his own son that. God rest his soul. Here's Fred. Fred, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. I'd like to officially congratulate the happy couple.
Yeah.
They're both perfect for each other. But more importantly, are they going to be honeymooning sailing on Italy with Perillo Travel?
We will, if they want to, because if we don't get it sponsored, they're going to crash with you and your wife in Brooklyn.
More than welcome. More than welcome.
Of course they are. You're that way.
Mazel
Hey,
tov.
did you end up getting that check today on 57th Street?
Yes, I got it. Actually, he brought it out in cash for my delay.
Nice.
All right, so nobody needs to know about it then.
That's right. Mazel tov.
Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah. Fred from Brooklyn, he's the best. Earl, does this get you thinking? You're how old now?
I'll be 37 in a couple of weeks.
And you've never been with a woman. When you
wow.
see something like this, does it make you think that maybe you should start living? By the way, did you notice that when this was all happening, Fez, you were crying like the grandmother, and then I look over, and Lily is just, her and Anthony are just holding on to each other, watching. Hi, ma'am, it's Anthony. What are you using the name Pitsy with us like we're scum? And she gets Anthony?
Thank God I did. Thank God my view didn't go into the booth. and see them do that. Otherwise, I think the whole moment would have been ruined.
By the way, at one point you choked and just blanked out. Just so you know.
I didn't choke.
I didn't know where you were.
I got a thing in my throat. That's
choking.
Oh,
you're ready to cry.
Yeah, no, I was about to cry.
Oh, I thought
that's why I was silent.
I didn't know where you went.
No, I knew what I wanted to say.
I was just going to walk in and start taking over for you. There was so much dead air.
I'm sorry. I had to fight back.
Go, Casey, will you marry?
No, I wanted to say, will you marry me without crying? Because I felt like sometime in my life I need to be a man, but I had to fight
that should have
back.
been when you let your mom know these things are coming down.
That hurt.
That's when the crying's coming.
She'll get a call during the break. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Let's give her a call on the air and let her know the good news.
Oh.
You think she's going to be happy?
Sure. Let's go for it.
No.
Go ahead, Vince.
No.
Call her up.
We do have Beanie on the phone right now. Lucky Mother. This is another time I think Fez and I should stay out of this. Hi, Beanie. You're on the air with your son Dave.
Hello there. How are you?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Dave.
Hi. You sound happy, so that's a good thing.
I am. Is this David?
Yeah, this is
David.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Mom.
How are you, sweetheart?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's up? What are you doing these days?
Nothing much. I just, you know how I kind of said, I was getting engaged a couple weeks ago? We laughed and laughed.
Right.
I did kind of really just get engaged with the ring and everything. Sort of off the cuff a little bit, but,
I'm sorry, but I don't believe it.
No, I mean...
Wow.
No, I know. It sounds very strange, but...
It seems a little bit bizarre, honey.
Yeah.
And I. How long have you known this lovely?
Oh, she's very lovely, and we know each other for 3-4 months, maybe even more. I mean, we knew each other as pals for a while longer than that.
Well, that's good. That's good to be pals. Yeah. Now, David, when am I going to meet the lovely lady?
Well, I'm figuring we should probably do that pretty soon. So, what about Sunday night? How's that sound? Maybe we can get some dinner.
Sunday night sounds great. Where are we going? Ennio Michaels?
Are you going to be picking it? Because that's in the Bronx, in Casey.
Oh, sweetheart, it's down the village.
Ennio Michaels. Oh, I was thinking of Ann Antoni's. Sorry about that. Hey, this is great. Yeah. Ennio Michaels is great.
Yeah.
I have to fan Casey for a second, Mom. She might pass out. But you're going to like her, I'm telling you.
What, Dolly?
You're gonna like
she calls
her.
me Dolly, by the way.
Yeah, Dolly.
I had to fan her because she might pass out, but that's only because she's very, very nice. And
all right, where is she? Where is she now?
Casey, she's here. I gave her a ring, so she was standing in front of me.
Well, could I say hello to her?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I can.
She's studying Catholicism right now.
Why? My question would be why.
Well, maybe they want to get married Catholic. I don't know. Go ahead if she wants to, or maybe
if she wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi. I much would have preferred meeting you in person than like this.
Oh, hi, Casey. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I look forward to meeting you.
You too.
I look forward to meeting you. Casey, I want to ask you something. You're from Mount Kisco?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, how did you know the places? When I was about 16, we used to go up to places on Central Avenue in Yonkers because we could all get served. And there was a place called Michael's, and then 20 of us would go up and we'd get a pitcher of beer and dance to the jukebox.
Pitcher of beer.
Right.
Did you know? But what I want to know is, did your father do this too?
Do what?
Did he
used to go there?
How do you know about Central Avenue?
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, we'd always go to Nathan's on Central Avenue, and my mother's from Scarsdale, so we were kind of
it's
Jappy, Westchester, Lord and Taylor
Catholic,
types.
Irish Catholic.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's the worst.
Who the heck is laughing? So
I don't know. That's
No. Fez threw something. Fez threw a paper ball at me, Mom.
Sorry.
That's what he does from time to time, so I kind of chuckled at that.
All right.
Hey,
behave yourself now,
okay.
everybody. And I look forward to seeing you, Casey, and meeting you probably on Sunday.
Fantastic.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mom.
What, honey?
Thanks, Mom. Mom, you know this was on the air.
Yeah.
What, though?
Oh, nothing, Mom.
I know she's on the air.
Okay,
I told
hey.
her when she came in.
All right, Mom.
Listen, love you, and God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.
I love you,
bless
too.
God bless you, Beanie.
Thanks, honey.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, boy, that went about as smooth as a...
I thought it went nice. I like hearing about the old school days. 20 of them, a pitcher of beer, and then suddenly the news came in. Lindbergh has landed. Boom! We started to do the Charleston, and it was a great day. How quick before you had to bring up Chappie?
What the heck?
Chappie, Lord and Taylor.
Oh, my God. I'll start this. Holy mackerel.
Wow.
That was a little tough.
Oh, I know.
You better swill some of that.
You know, it was great because I, for the first time in my life, ever felt Jewish. I went, oh, they know about us.
Oi.
The Mix know what we're up to. Oh.
Is the PIC ready, Deb?
Yeah, be ready to defend at all times. Why are you sweating?
This was nerve-wracking. I can't get over it.
Dolly, when you...
Why are you Dolly?
She called I'm her little doll, her little baby doll. And then from baby doll, you can just call me doll, or she puts on the hey, how far does the thing go from the tree? I name everything Swimmy thing, and she goes Dolly. But that's
right.
Why.
And sometimes people do that with their daughters. You have no sisters?
No, it's 4 sons. Yeah, 4 sons. I'm the youngest.
You're the girl in your family. You never knew it until tonight. That's it, Dolly.
Well, I did used to put on her necklaces when I wanted to dress up like Mr. T, so maybe she got confused.
And what did she teach you to call your socks?
Oh, my pantyhose. How did you know that? Did I tell you that?
You drink. When you drink, you start to run at the mouth. You know, Dolly. You're one to spout off.
Yeah, she always says, pick up your pantyhose.
Look, we were Westchester Jews. Very jappy, Lord and Taylor. Wait, grab some deli. Beanie, grab some deli.
Oh, my God.
Where were you taking that?
Sunday's going to be interesting, man.
Awesome.
Oh.
We got a whole weekend of stuff. I'm meeting your grandma on
Saturday.
And then on Sunday, my parents. Oh, boy.
Yeah, wow.
So, how's this young lady? Casey, you there? Immediately she went into it. If I were a rich man, hey, Beanie! Like you had a wagon with pots and pans hanging off it. You went back to stereotypes that don't even exist anymore.
Oh, my God!
The best. Way to break the ice.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, good.
You know what? You got it out of the way. That's the smart thing. You got it out of the way.
Things
Right back. Ron and Fez Show.
We are back with the ultimate yes man, Eastside Dave McDonald. I'm Bobby Tamburo, and this is Tales from the Satellite. Not sure why you'd be tuning in the middle like this is a television show and I got to reset it up, but I've been listening to Ron and Fez, and that's what they do, so here we are.
Yeah, well, no, you want to tell them what they're listening to and what's going on. I mean, they were just listening to audio, and then all of a sudden they're going to Ron and Fez, and they see our 2 stupid heads, and they're like, "What the hell happened here?" Well, it's you're listening to one of the best podcasts going on today. Tales from the Satellite.
Now, I did call you the ultimate yes man, and that's kind of what I want to focus on in this section.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with that. Ultimate yes man makes me sound like Earl Douglas.
what? Thank you for calling me out on that. What I mean by you will go with any bit. You will not say no on air. If somebody tells you to do something, you're going to do it. And
okay,
that's what I meant.
Because but I mean,
no,
man,
you are
is
absolutely right.
It's an existing phrase.
Yeah, and that was
someone
stupid
who never
of me to use.
The ultimate go-getter.
The ultimate go-getter.
The ultimate the ultimate show contributor.
The ultimate show contributor.
Well,
that doesn't.
Not really.
But you get what I mean. And my question is, did that willingness, I'm going to change that. Did the refusal to say no on air kind of get you out above you're out beyond your depth a little bit, perhaps? Because this is literally a month and 2 days after your first date.
This was all my idea. I told you, I can't put this on anybody.
Oh, no, I'm not saying put it on anybody at all, but just follow my flow here. So now Casey's in studio. They found a sponsor, right, to get her a nice engagement ring.
Yes.
That I
believe was that I Hate Steven Springer?
Might be Steven Singer. I'm not sure.
Singer, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Either way.
I think it was.
It's a beautiful ring that you propose. She thinks she's going to do the match game. It's the old switcheroo. It's beautiful. She says yes. She cries. Everybody's happy. Then you're figuring out where you're going to do it because Ron wants to get it done on air. And Hard Rock Johnny. Be funny if Bronx Johnny. I know a pier you can get married on, boss.
Yeah. Boss, I have a bodega on Hunt Avenue in the Bronx that could be just very suitable for you.
It's a big bodega. It's a big bodega.
Yeah, but it's sexy. It's sexy, boss. Hard Rock Johnny, of course, calls in and hey, come to the Hard Rock. All right.
Now, so that happened spontaneously. That wasn't set up ahead of time.
Correct.
So that's kind of where I'm starting to be like, all of a sudden now let's get you a date. Let's get you a location. Let's move it. And now this is April, you got married in June, which means
fast
3 months and you got married.
April. May, June, really 2 months, 2 months after this proposal.
Yeah. 2 months after the proposal and you've been only dating a month. That's
crazy.
So, not even time to think about it. Now, what I find interesting is we find out over the weekend, you went out with Casey's dad and talked to him and got his blessing.
Mm-hmm.
One Beanie McDonald calls in, furious that she has not been informed that her son's getting proposing. Was that
not a
work or shoot?
Oversight. Oh yeah, no, that's a shoot. Oversight on my part. Probably also maybe there was a little bit of it could have been a subconscious oversight in terms of if I tell them, they're going to think he's flipped out yet again. He's lost his mind for the 7th or 8th time in his life and is making some sort of insane decision. So yeah, there was probably a little bit of hesitancy, but it was also a little bit of forgetfulness too.
And I mean, like I said, it's all happening fast. You decided when Casey left town that you wanted to do this, and within 72 hours, she has a ring on her finger and is in the studio. It's pretty impressive. Now, it seems like a lot of the female callers or regulars are very supportive of the situation. A lot of the guys are calling in and going, hey, when you know what you know. Some people are going, you got to be hesitant. But when you hear... You're kind of riding the wave of emotions. I'm sure you're nervous. You're excited. You hear your mom call. What's the first thought that goes through your head?
Oh, shit. Would be the number one thought that I had. I could have informed them, given a little heads up, but that didn't happen. Oh, well, But yeah, there was a little bit of, oh, boy. Here it comes.
You're talking to her on air. And she's kind of busting your balls a little bit and playing like, angry, but going with the flow. Are you, as your mom's a performer, she's one of the best at it. Are you worried that now you have to explain like, no, mom, this is real. This wasn't just a bit for the, you know what I mean? Like beyond just like, she's like, oh, okay, that was fun. I played along. And I got to be like, no, what happens after this episode?
Well, I had to tell them, don't be listening to me on the radio because I had no issues at first. But then it was like any kind of conversation or anything that happened. It was like, a phone call was like, did you, what's going on here? Did you really need to use that kind of language? And I'm like, look, you can't do it to me. Can't do it to me. We can't be doing this. Like almost a daily,
no
type of phone call about the content of what was coming out of my mouth. It was maddening. So I would just say, look, everything is just kind of a fun little game. It's like a sketch. It's like a little skit. Don't worry about anything. But until this turned very, this was obviously real. Yeah.
Just along those lines, I've given my parents that message as well. But I was recording here, and my mom was in the other room when we did 2 weeks ago the Davey Max Sports program, and afterwards I got, Bob, I need to have a conversation with you.
Here we go.
What did I do? And she was like,
what is it?
You were so smart and productive, but why would you say those horrible things about a woman?
All
I said was she could fuck the nail out of coffin. That's it. That's not that bad. And I was implying that's why she gets jobs.
They just don't need to. You just tell them, please don't follow me at all. Be supportive, but be supportive by completely disregarding and ignoring my career entirely.
Yeah. But that said, now it's not just your career, it's your personal life. And that's one of those very hard intersections to walk, right? Where you're being performative and you have to be free on this type of stuff. You can't be thinking, oh my God, what are people going to think? Otherwise you're not performing well. But at the same time, this is your personal life. You're balancing the two. This is more beyond just the proposal, but just in general, how do you walk that line between the two of like, hey, nope, this is personal. Hey, nope, this is public. Like, obviously you two met in a public setting, but you want to have a private relationship. You're not the goddamn Kardashians.
I mean, lines were blurred constantly to the point where, works became shoots and shoots became works, and so up is down, black is white. It was always a little bit of there was so much gray area. You just do the best you can. And if something's really bothering you, you say, okay, this is actually bothering me. Can you leave this alone? But you just do the best you can. Everything gets blurred.
Interestingly, you say about works turning into shoots, because one thing I thought was kind of fun is Fez tears up and talks about how beautiful this moment is and how happy he is for these two people he loves more than anything. And then over time, we know the stance may have changed. Now, again, it's hard to tell with Fez where the actual reality line is, right? I think my favorite example is Big J, to this day, when Fez died, didn't know if Fez was actually angry with him or if it was a work or a shoot, like, because Fez wouldn't forgive him on air. So you never know the line of the two. You know what I mean? So it's just, where do you feel like that moment changed?
I mean, there was some controversies.
Just along the way. It wasn't like anyone, it was just slowly over time.
Yeah. There was ronfez.net, there was a sponsor, and maybe one of the it was like, this isn't a great product, and I'm like, they're a sponsor, and that would get people upset. They're a sponsor of the show. Maybe don't say, some kind of negative comments about a sponsor, little things like that. It's all good.
I was just, it's funny that was the moment. Now, Earl reacts like Earl. He goes, that's beautiful. Ron goes, what would you know about beautiful Earl? And gives him a hard time. Lily apparently grabbed Pitsy and said, oh, Anthony. And it made Ron want to throw up. He was like, who the fuck is Anthony? His name's Pitsy.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Because we're also on the Opie and Anthony channel. So he was firmly Pitsy at that point. That's great. I love that. The Pitsy Lily in another universe would have been married. She never gave him a chance. But you know what? By the way, Pitsy's wife is fantastic. So it's not because, I still friends with Pitsy to this day. But they had something. They had something. They had a little something. She just didn't like his Fred Flintstone head. But there was a chemistry there.
I'm
it
kind
was
of
a
glad.
nice moment.
I'm glad they never hooked up. It's like at a certain point, Lily would have been passed around producers more than fucking show notes. I mean, Jesus Christ, that would have killed Earl. He just would have watched him. Ronnie, my heart don't feel so good. It's getting dark.
Earl never does anything with all the ladies he's interested in. He does this fake thing of, hey, go out to Central Park and I'll take photos of you, and I'm a photographer. But it's come on. It's like that's like some, that's like when Mr. Carlson was on Different Strokes in that episode where he had a bicycle shop and he was taking weird pictures of Dudley. It just comes across as creepy. It does, though. It's like I'm afraid to ask you out just to have a couple drinks or go to dinner. So instead, it's like, but come with me to Central Park and I'll take lots of pictures of you. Okay, creep. That's all he was doing with Lily. He clearly, had a crush on her, but he just never, did anything.
It's like that doing comedy. All the female comics are like, "Oh, this guy offered to take headshots for me." It's like, check his work. Get some references before you agree to that. You know what I mean? Like that's just a creepy look.
But I will say, Lily's from Albania. I'm not sure.
Shoot somebody and beat them up.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not sure if her and Earl Douglas were compatible. Eastern Europeans, they're not. They're different. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say my grandfather felt the same way about Albanians and called them the Earls of Europe, if that makes sense. We can leave it at that. Now, did Earl offer to be your wedding photographer?
I think so. But he had to we didn't have a big staff. So it's like I did want pictures taken. And I mean, my God, all he brags about it, he considers himself the Black Annie Leibovitz, for Christ's sakes. It's like, I definitely wanted pictures, 100%. And I didn't want to have to pay a photographer. But he also had a lot of buttons to push. We had a very small staff for the wedding itself because, one of the main producers wasn't going to be producing anything. I was there to just like be the guest of honor, so it was really Earl, and then an intern named Chris Pepper Stanley was forced to
we all know
step up.
What did he ever do with his career?
But for the match game, he kept hitting the wrong sound effect. Like every time someone got the answer right, he would hit the wrong sound effect, and then when they would get it wrong, he would hit the right sound effect. It was insane.
Sounds to me like he just made it his own.
He kind of.
But along those lines, so Pepper's there. He's going to be a part of it. One thing we hear a little later on is sales staff gets involved. So were you selling advertising to pay for the wedding, or like was it just?
Yeah, well,
how did that work?
Because sales staff is going to get involved because we're turning it into an event at the Hard Rock Cafe. So some of it, that costs money. That costs SiriusXM money. But if we can have some sponsors, boom.
Gotcha.
Then
That's what I was trying to figure out.
It can be balanced out. Yeah, you have to rent the Hard Rock Cafe. You have to pay them money. That's why Johnny always wanted those events there. Yes, he loved the Ron and Fez show, loved O&A and stuff like that. But I would, if I had to guess, I would say it was $10,000 to $20,000 that SiriusXM had to spend to rent that room, because I overheard Don Wicklund talking about it one time, and he was like, "Yeah, it's $20,000 to do this wedding."
Wow. I had no idea.
But I don't think that was all for the wedding. I think so that's why I say it's between 10 and 20,000, because I think some of that was for the signage. They printed a massive sign that we kept at my house in our garage for years and years. So they had some other little things, but yeah, I would say it's pricey to rent out that Hard Rock Cafe.
That makes me see. I just assumed when Bronx Johnny was like, "Oh yeah, you can use the Hard Rock."
Hard Rock Johnny.
We're going to drive. I keep saying Bronx Johnny.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's give him a promotion and make my life easier. He would have given you the room for free, but I just assumed Hard Rock Johnny was giving you guys the room. I didn't realize that SiriusXM was paying him $10,000 for it, which
at minimum.
There was a famous bit where he kind of gave Big A hard time for ordering 2 appetizers and 2 meals that Johnny comped one time, and to that I say, good for you, Andrew Gold. Fucking Daddy Warbucks over there can afford it.
Listen, Andrew's hungry. Let him eat. Yeah, no, it cost thousands of dollars to get that space, but it was well worth it. And some of the events we sold tickets, or obviously if there was advertising, I mean, we usually got really, really good sponsors, and then that completely offsets the cost.
Any objections? All objections will be brought to you by Carbonite.
We should have done that. Safe. I would have been totally okay with that. That would have made me laugh.
And I honestly, that's part of, we aren't talking about the wedding today, but that's part of what made it so fun was that
we probably should do a wedding episode now that we're
absolutely.
Okay, is that a promise from Robert?
Down the road, not next episode. We got some things in the works, but yes, we will be doing a wedding episode. I actually, while searching for this, found the audio, so I've got it ready to go.
Oh yeah, no, that audio is 100% available, and it really is a crazy and fun episode because, like I said, we played match game, so we got Anthony to participate. Jim Norton was there. And it's, he said something about, it was like, what do you, I forget what the question was, but the answer was Dave's AIDS medication. And I just looked it down and I saw all my relatives in the front row. Like, what the hell is going on here? Huh? Yeah, they were like, it was a totally surreal moment for them, for sure. They're used to Irish Catholic church weddings.
I love that. And we will talk about that during the wedding because some of my favorite reactions were when my supporting family came and saw me perform with Anthony Cumia and their responses. But that's not this episode. This episode, we're talking, you've proposed, your mom's called, you've suggested dinner, which she says on Sunday. We don't hear about that dinner for a while, 2 weeks, if you will, because it's May 8th when we finally hear about the dinner. And we're going to let the audience hear about that dinner right now, and then we'll be back with some questions. Listen to this from the Ron and Fez Show.
Well, look who just walked in. He's trying to head back to the office. Go grab Eastside Dave. Eastside Dave in here. After what, a day and a half, Fuzzy?
Yeah, a day and a half we have not seen Eastside Dave. Not even heard from him.
And wearing a mismatched suit. Some kind of brown pants, corduroy jacket, and a blue tie.
Yeah. Well, it's not my best suit.
What do we owe this honor?
No, I know I probably should have given you guys a ring.
Yes.
I know, that was my mistake.
Why didn't you tell us you quit?
I didn't feel like I did quit.
Why is your face so red?
I had to take care of a few things. And it's very hot in here.
What do? You go on a walkabout? Is that it? Is this Australia where you don't have to show up every day?
No, I really needed to do something. On Sunday, my parents met Casey and everything, my fiance, and that didn't go over how I envisioned. Because I didn't envision my mom crying 3 times at the dinner table and sucking down wine like it was going out of style.
Well, I am sure you know that she drinks alcohol bingely.
Yeah.
I don't even know if bingely is a word, but I can't think of another one.
But I didn't expect her to, we sat down, she goes, is this real? And we both...
That's the first thing she said?
Yeah. Oh, no hi, no anything. So is this real? And I said, yes, Mom, it's very much real. And she started to tear up and
Maybe
everything.
That's tears of joy.
I thought so too, Ron, until she saw not a wise decision for Casey maybe to wear the engagement ring.
What do you mean not a wise decision?
Well,
beautiful ring.
What are you hiding from?
I'm just hiding because I fear my mother very much. And when she saw the ring, tears falling down. No, tears of... Remember at the end of Empire Strikes Back where Luke Skywalker finally remembered that Darth Vader was his father. He's on the ship and he's going, Ben, why didn't you tell me? Well, my mom said the exact same thing, which is she was crying saying, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that you were going to get engaged?
How did you know? This is all spur of the moment.
I thought so, too.
But here's the deal with you. You're 29, right?
Yes, I am.
If I was her, I'd be worried about getting you married.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking I had another one on my hands, if you know what I'm saying, in your family.
Yeah, right.
I thought maybe I was rolling my second.
No, I know. My one brother's going to have to go to, New Hampshire if he wants to get married. So I thought it was going to be a pleasant thing,
Right.
And
so she cried when you said it's real, cried when she saw the ring.
The ring.
What was the third cry?
And then the third was... She said, so, when's it going to be? And then, a year from now, next, whenever, next spring. I go, no, Mom, it's going to take place in June. We're getting married in June, Mom. And my dad excused himself from the table. My dad, who's very mellow, did the old, he put his handkerchief down and says, I've heard enough of this. I got to go outside, Bean. I'm going outside.
Did he really? He got up and left the table.
Yeah, he said, I'm getting outside to get some fresh air.
What does he want? What does your family want? Did Casey feel terrible about this?
No, I mean, I told her, I think Casey was startled.
Yeah.
But I told her, look, you're doing a good job. Don't bring up, maybe some of the Jewish stuff at this point. Although my mom, I believe, knows. But, let's just try and ease our way into this.
Well, what's their big objection?
Why are they so upset? I didn't tell them.
You're telling them now.
I thought so, too. I thought I was being an upstanding guy here. I could have said, fuck this dinner. And I kind of wanted to. I mean, why do I need to go there and explain myself? So...
You know what kept you from doing that? Childhood.
Yeah, I know.
Your extended childhood.
Immaturity. And I don't know why I'm so scared of my mom, but that's why. I can't take crying from her. Earl could shoot me in the dick, and I would honestly stand up to it better than...
Bullshit.
Bring it on. Get a handgun. And
I will shoot you right in the dick. By the way, asshole, you missed Gina Gershon.
I know, that's so
she
badly.
Was amazing.
That's
all of us just feel like we're spent. Just like talking to her, you have like an after fucking sex glow. It's so wonderful. But here's the thing. Do you know how anything she's talking about is all like fucking guys at the top of her field? Writers, actor. I mean, wherever she goes, that guy's like Paul Simon's willing to say, "Hey, I have a song for you to sing if you want, if you want it." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did she look anything like Winnie Cooper? Because I always envisioned them and getting in some,
I invited Winnie in. Wouldn't come.
Oh.
Her big problem was, and you could call her if you want, she thought I was going to make fun of her in front of Gina Gershon, because she lied about Gina Gershon quite recently, and lied to her little fucking sidekick Sheepy, who falls for everything, but I'm not like that. I've got 2 working ears. I know the way things go. And I was going to treat Winnie like a queen, but I'm not going to fucking beg her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to beg her to come in.
But speaking of lies, maybe sometimes that's just the best way. That's all I'm saying. Just lie to your parents. You know what? I thought I could do the Lent, and Lent's over, but that influence of my sacrifice for Lent, I thought I'm going to keep extending it.
Yeah.
But I'm off that now.
But what about this? This is my life. I love you, but this is the way I live my life. I'd like you in my life, but I also need you to accept me the way I am.
Yeah, that wasn't taking place. I mean, just when we said, we want to get married by a justice of the peace or something because we have different religious backgrounds.
Right.
Oh, she threw her spoon in the soup, and it splashed all over the table.
You can go get a blast later if you want by the church.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million options that we can do.
There's only one other option.
Oh, well, still. I mean, nevertheless.
Well, did anything good happen?
No, so then she, later that night, she says, well, you have to come down because there was a death close to the family. And that just compounded everything. So I had a death, and I thought, well, this will be a good time to go down to talk to my mom face to face. And I'll go to the wake and the funeral and everything like that. And maybe use, when my mom is really sensitive, that will be like a great time to...
When her defenses are down?
Exactly, when her defenses are down.
Here on the Ron and Fez show, if your mom is mad at you and someone who knows your family dies, you can take off 2 days' work.
Well, he was a friend of the family. I thought...
Why don't I take off? Tommy Newsom died. I used to watch him on TV. I felt terrible. Why don't I take a couple days off?
Yeah, we played wiffle ball with these people. We had barbecues. I thought that, this is the time to go down there.
It's not a relative.
No, it not by blood. Not by, relatives.
No, that's what relatives are. You're related by blood, not by, we live near each other and we shared barbecue meat. And I feel sorry for your little loss. But I don't know, great loss that you had. But at some point,
mediocre. It was medium. It was a medium loss.
To work. You don't just get to look at the obituaries, pick out a name, and then take off 2 days. That's fucking wrong. I'm sorry. Leo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, big ass card holder 1226.
How are you going to get this from us?
Dave, why wouldn't you just go and have that conversation with your parents without your fiance? Why put her through that? Great first impression.
I thought that the dinner was going to be, a much more pleasant outing.
Because I heard Beanie on the phone to begin with, and that was the reason why she was so freaked out, because you haven't gone to her enough and said the truth.
Yeah.
And you don't need to put case through that.
Well, that's a good point. Hindsight's 20/20. I wish we all had.
I saw that as foresight.
I wish, we had instant replay in real life, but we don't. It's not the NFL. It's real life.
If I would have had instant replay, I never would have hired you. Now, did you make this up the case somehow, say no matter what anybody thinks, it's me and you?
Oh, no, I've actually avoided talking to her. I borrowed her car on Monday. I told her I was going for a drive. And so then I stayed over in Jersey.
Here's the weird thing. Isn't it normally like the girls' parents think that they're getting married too fast, or that maybe the guy isn't good enough for their little girl? Whoever says, this girl isn't good enough for a guy, I've never even fucking heard of that outside the Windsors.
No, it's always...
That's what the Prince Charles's family does shit like that.
I know. I think sometimes my parents feel like they're the Prince Charleses of Spring Lake.
They're fucking Mick Harps from Red Bank. Why are they getting so excited about things?
I don't know. They paint their own little pictures in their own weird fucking brains.
No. So you didn't take Casey back down, you didn't take her to the funeral?
No, I couldn't do that. In fact, it was...
Oh, you should have.
It was very unpleasant because my other brothers were there, and my mom introduced my other brothers to, people who we haven't seen in a while. She said, this is my son Mark, and this is his wife, this is my son Wally, this is his wife, and this is my son David, who thinks he's getting married in June.
You're kidding me.
That's how she introduced me.
Did she really?
That's how she introduced me.
Oh, Dolly.
To people.
Oh, Dolly, you must have felt terrible.
And I thought she liked Casey, and I think she still does, but it's about the rapidity, or the rapidness is what I meant to say.
Yeah, rapidity isn't a word.
The rapidness of the wedding is freaking them out hardcore.
All right. You want to back out of this thing?
No, I don't.
Come on, I'll go over with a pair of wire cutters and cut that fucking ring right off Casey's hand.
No,
It'll take 2 seconds with wire cutters. Earl, get me the wire cutters!
Will do.
No, I'm just saying...
Earl, get me the wire cutters!
Don't get the wire cutters.
The wire cutters,
Don't
Earl.
get the wire cutters because I have some things to say.
Yeah.
And which is... To my mom, if she's listening, Mommy Montague, call me Davey Capulet from now on.
Well, that's crazy.
Because if you don't know, if you
know what, I don't want you to feel like you're strong on the radio when Bean ain't around. And you know she's not listening.
Well, maybe I won't talk to her in real life anymore.
That's not the way a man acts.
You could have done this at dinner. You could have done this at a funeral.
Family
what, first of all, Casey had every right to go to that funeral because she's never seen people do shots over a casket before. I'm sure that would have been very interesting.
I don't know if you had some sort of camera at our wake, but there was my brother and I, we were...
Earl, what do you have there? Oh, good.
Don't do the wire cutters. Yeah. Don't do the wire cutters, please. I love Casey. I don't need this right now. I'm very stressed.
But if you had taken her to this wake, and then you went around all your mother's friends introducing her as your fiance, your mother would have been stuck in this situation.
See, I disagree. I don't think that you use your fiance as a battering ram.
Right.
This is between you and them.
I think it would have compounded.
I mean, if anything, I'm embarrassed for Casey, who's a lovely young lady and should be treated as if the way we treat her, she's above you.
Right.
And she is.
Maybe now. I'm seeing that.
I'm looking at the blemishes in your face. You're all broke out since this has happened.
Yes. I'm hot. I told you. Somehow the Fez hives have gone on to me.
It's like pizza face.
Thank you.
Look.
For that statement.
You're itching all over.
You got shingles.
Earl, scratch him. He's got some kind of ringworm of some type.
Use the wire cutters.
I need cold water on my head somehow. But yeah, it's just a disaster at this point. And they really, they were very shocked at the Hard Rock situation.
Why would they be?
I don't know. I thought getting married in a restaurant in Times Square would be awesome.
Hard Rock Johnny got married there.
Well, that makes sense. I'm not, I'm East Side.
I wouldn't get married at work.
I don't know what you're
He couldn't get the day off.
But, so that's a big thing. And then they say, well, they're going to make fools of you. And my mom, says, they're going to treat it too silly. And I say, Mom, Casey and I, we have sense of humor. We want it not to be a traditional wedding. It's not that we don't want the fucking.
Now, what about this? We're not making fools of him. We accept him the way he is.
That's right.
We're not trying to turn him into something. We don't give him a girl's name, Dolly. We don't teach him. We don't call his underwear panties.
I know, and I brought that up.
What do you call your socks?
Pantyhose, my mom calls them. And
your socks.
My socks, yeah. And my mom calls my underwear panties.
Yeah.
So that's upsetting.
She's like, Dave, pull down your panties.
But
I'm hungry.
I brought that up to them too. Speaking of that, because don't think you guys were brought up a few times.
Yeah.
Are they pushing you into this?
Yes, we are. We're pushing you into it.
No, I'm not my own man. I can think for myself, except when my mom does my thinking for me.
Why would we push you into it? What is in it for us?
I don't know. But I did say, look, they don't push me into anything. And not only that, they've been a lot more understanding. And Fez, he's been a lot kinder and a lot more motherly to me than you have.
You told her that?
Yeah, I told her that.
You did not say that.
I was thinking it, though.
I know.
I was definitely thinking it. I wouldn't say that, but I was.
So
really...
mainly this comes down to an anti-Jewish thing.
No, I don't think that's it at all.
I mean, she wants you to get married by the Pope, and a Jew. If Casey married you, she'd have to flip.
She definitely wanted a priest in there. But look, I don't even want a priest at my own wedding. I mean, I'm not getting married to a priest. I'm getting married to a Jew. So I don't need that fucking shit. She don't need it either. We need simple. We're simple folk.
Yeah.
We're Johnny Lunchpail.
Why don't we cancel the wedding?
No.
Let's cancel the wedding.
No cancellation.
I don't want it to seem like we're pushing you.
No.
At least till your hives clear up.
No, you know what? If they can't love me for who I am, and I hope they're listening right now.
They're not listening. They need to listen to you face to face, not you over the radio.
Well, I spoke to them.
You're all hivey and weird now.
I spoke to them face to face. I spoke to them, but to cut me down at a wake, it's improper to do that. And said,
hey, one time at my one grandmother's funeral, my other grandmother said this to me, and I'm not kidding. I'll get even with you.
Oh.
Well, you know how Marge was.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm all feeling sad about my grandmother who died, that I grew up with. Me and my other grandmother, we had a little drinking argument that broke out while we were drinking, and then the next day sobered up.
Yeah.
I'm on the drop it, she's not. I turn around, I'm at the pew. I turn around, I look over at her. She shakes a fist at me like she's going to punch me in the face. I'm going, you were every bit as drunk as I was. Stop this madness.
I don't know what happens at these wakes that people get so emotional.
It's the alcohol.
Well, we were all drinking a little bit. Don't get me wrong. In fact, we were... And then we got yelled at we were about 8 people in line before we got to the casket.
Yeah.
And me and my brother got into an argument about the Clemens entrance into...
Were you positive or negative?
I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought who wouldn't love... It's like a superhero coming back. I wish I was in Yankee Stadium.
It was very WWE, huh?
I thought it was very wrestling, but I fucking love wrestling. So if you're a Yankees fan who doesn't... And people say the Yankees haven't done this before. They did it with Billy Martin in the mid-'80s when it was old-timers day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
They said back to manage the team next year, #1. They're all about doing flashy shit like this.
Right.
But anyway, so then she yells and says, and she doesn't yell at my brother who brought the conversation up. She yells at me, and she says, I'm the disrespectful son. And I said, Mom, Wally brought it up to me. And she says, well, Wally also got married properly.
She said that really?
Yeah, and that is the truth. And that's 100% true. And said, and I had some input about the marriage. Because she wants to have her thumbprint on the wedding. Meanwhile, me and Casey don't. You
don't want a thumbprint.
We don't want thumbprints.
You are both different kind of people. You're modern folk.
We're modern folk. We're Joey Lunchpail. We're Jimmy America. We don't need thumbprints. It's a thumbprint on a crime scene is evidence.
Yeah.
And we don't want my mom's evidence on what's supposed to be our day.
Dan, you're on Run of Fez.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, it sounds like you and Earl have a lot in common. You both have to break up with your mom before you can have non-incestuous sex with real women.
You know, it is kind of weird. Both you guys have this mom thing. I'm going to throw it in for you, too, Fez. And you're probably worse than both these guys in terms of what your mom thinks and where you're allowed to go from there, because yours stopped you at an even earlier age. But what is this mom deal?
They just have...
You can't stand to have your mom mad at you?
No, I can't.
Earl?
I mean, my mom's never been mad at me. We never fought or anything. We get along, but she's, as far as relationships go, she's fine with whoever I go out with or whoever I choose to marry.
Then why aren't you with anyone? Why am I looking at 3 old bachelors here? I fucking feel like if this place is like a room at the Y. I was just saying to my new girlfriend, Gina Gershon, that it's very nice to have somebody around who acts their age.
My mom was so pissed off and talking so crazy, she actually brought Earl's name up. No shit, no screwing around. She goes, I bet you Earl wouldn't have done this. He's such a nice fella. End quote. That's how insane she was. She doesn't even know Earl. And she's saying, I bet you Earl wouldn't have done this. He's such a nice fella. And I'm saying, what does that mean?
That is true. He wouldn't have done this, what you're doing.
Why? How do you know?
But I know Earl. He would not have done this. Peter, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's up? Hey, Dave, I went through the same thing. When I got married, people tell me what to do, telling us what to do, guest lists, all this crazy shit. We finally said, hey, fuck you. We went and eloped. Didn't even tell anybody.
That's right. And you know what? I'm halfway there, Peter. I'm halfway there. We're trying to help you out. I'm trying to invite you to the Hard Rock, Mommy. And if you're going to say you're not going to see a delightful ceremony right in the middle of Times Square with a bunch of Ron Fez fans, if you don't want to see that, then we'll fucking take this shit to New Mexico right now.
Why New Mexico?
It just seems like an eloping type of area.
It's not one of those places.
Santa Fe?
You're better off going to Nevada where you can get married fast. I don't think New Mexico are set up that way. Here's Jesse. You're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys were talking about those purity bowls that they have where the father, gives away the daughter and her virginity and everything like that. Maybe
Right.
Beanie's just doing the opposite. She's giving away her idiot son.
Well, let's face facts, though. I'm going to take Beanie's side for a second.
Oh.
This fucking guy acted like he was 12 his whole life. Then he meets a hot chick and he's starting to act like a man.
Yes.
You waited too long. You did not give her any room to breathe here.
Right, but
And you know your mom was anti-Semitic.
I can't say that on the record, but there's maybe some strands there. But I don't think that's the main issue. I just think she sees me standing up and doing things by myself for once. Mom, I appreciate you buying me clothes at the Gap every 3 months, I appreciate her paying my phone bills and stuff. But it's time for me to start doing things on my own. That's the way I look at it. And this is step number 1. I want this wedding. I love Casey, and I want this wedding to go without a hitch. And if they can't support us, then...
How did E.T. get along with Mom?
Oh, E.T. got along very well with Mom. Catholics and...
Did that come up?
Yes, it did.
What did your mom say?
My mom just said this never would have happened if you were still with Claire. To which I I almost shat my pants and pissed in my mouth. I mean, that's how upsetting it was.
I was going to say that that's Freudian, but you're way too stupid to be Freudian. You actually literally mean that.
Yeah.
Now, have you talked to Casey since? Because I'd be embarrassed in front of my chick.
No, I texted her saying I'm back in the city.
Back in the saddle.
And I parked your car in the garage. And if you need to come by and get the ticket stub, and we have a couple things to talk about, but we're cool. I hope we're cool, except for me kind of stealing her car for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was her reaction?
And you lost your job.
What now?
You can't work with us. You can't just leave for a day and a half without calling.
To go to a wake for crying.
But we don't know this. All we know, you're MIA.
I can show you the newspaper. There's a nice 3 paragraphs on the.
I'll show you the obituary page too. What paper?
Yeah, unless the guy's name is McDonald.
For me, it's got to be New York Times to count before I brag about paragraphs.
Asbury Park Press.
That's not even real.
Come on.
Mike the teacher writes for them. Every time he sees a concert, he gets the byline.
Yeah, it's a very, very upstanding paper by the Jersey Shore.
Who do you have to go to right now to talk this over with? Do you have anybody that you look up to or Casey looks up to?
Well, besides you guys?
Yeah, definitely not us. Your mom already is blaming this on us and thinking that we're your new mom, and it isn't that at all. I don't care what you do.
No, I know, but I mean, outside of you people, I don't know. I don't really have any married friends.
All right, call HTG. And I'm going to see if she's going to think that Casey's going to take this as an anti-Jewish thing.
I hope not. I mean,
wouldn't you?
Well, besides the fact that she started crying when the priest went through the ceremony, there was very little Jewish talk.
But why not think about Casey where you're not going into a synagogue?
I agree. I mean, it's Casey's call here. I'm here to support her. If I have to stomp on a glass at the end of the ceremony, that's what I'll do. If I have to wear a beanie, I'm fine.
You're not
going
to stomp on any glasses at the Hard Rock because we're seriously going to have to pay for that ourselves.
Okay.
And I don't want to put up with it.
I was going to bring my own glasses, but
yeah,
I guess shards. There's always
those jelly glasses you drink out of.
I'm worried about you right now.
I'm in a very
Earl, did you get a hold of her?
This is what I'm asking.
That's not the phone that we use to get on the air. That might be one of your problems.
I understand that, but I just got a bunch of incoming calls at once.
Well, then you take one out. You use the hotline.
You can look at my cell phone if you need the number.
Yeah, Lily's calling her now.
What takes so long? What happens over there? Who are you on the phone with?
This is Hard Rock Johnny.
What's he want to do? Now he's going, are you guys canceling on me?
Yeah, he's a little nervous.
No,
he should be nervous.
I don't blame him.
We ain't canceling.
I'm canceling. Tell Johnny I'm out.
No, please.
That they'll be doing this as the Fez show.
No. No.
And I'll be joining the O&A show now as fourth mic.
You can't do that. I need you there.
I want to do that. That's my dream.
I know, but I need, I need your guidance ship.
I don't have any guidance ship for you.
I think you've helped me through this.
I don't want to.
I don't know why.
Maybe your mama's right. Maybe you're a large baby who needs baby food.
I'm not a large baby. I don't need baby food. I've been living in my apartment by myself, getting my own cheeseburgers and whatnot. Babies certainly don't eat that kind
You're
of
29 years old. When are you going to be 30?
November 1st.
This is a tough one.
It's a tough one. What? I thought of all people you would see my side. Fuck the families.
Huh?
Fuck the families.
You didn't say that to their face. You're yelling it now or later.
Yeah.
That's not being a man.
But I never sided with them either. So I think, in a way, I was definitely a man.
Oh, no. All right, here's HTG.
Hi, guys.
Hey, honey.
I don't think anybody needs to panic here. I think that their reaction is pretty expected under the circumstances. In-laws are always difficult with weddings anyway. I don't think there being a conflict is that big of a deal. And here they're in even more difficult situations, so I think you just have to bear with them, but do what you want to do. Don't give in to it.
Thank you, Deb.
Is he making a major mistake by marrying outside the tribe.
Absolutely not. The tribe's thinning anyway.
Here's my problem. I'm currently dating a Jew, Gina Gershon.
Oh.
Not everybody knows
Congratulations.
that. Yeah. And I'm inviting her to Rockahula Luau. We will only be there for 5 seconds.
No problem.
Enough time for me to tell you and all your scumbag friends to kiss our asses. And I'm talking to your biker chain buddy, too. And then Gina and I will be leaving to go to some fantastic place.
Can we briefly clear up the fact that I was not a
No, I don't want the truth, seriously. The truth doesn't help the show.
All right, fine.
All right, so you're saying, good, the parents should be reacting this way. This is a positive thing.
No, it's not necessarily that they should be, but it's completely understandable.
Yeah.
So should I tell my mom to go fuck herself?
No. I don't even say
that's
that.
the way. That's what she's saying,
You gotta be a
though.
little understanding with them, and you've got you're just throwing them into the fact that, first of all, you are a baby still, and they take care of you a lot, and just you wanting to do stuff on your own is a huge shock to them.
Everyone sees the Star Wars figures in the Pez dispenser collection and says "Big Baby."
Right.
You're telling me that no adults have that type of memorabilia?
And the bedwetting.
Well, just yesterday I was telling Casey how much you've grown up in the last 6 months, and because as I was saying that to her, she was looking down at Army Man sheets.
Oh, jeez.
Army Man
They're
sheets?
comfortable. Rod, wait. They're
I'm
comfortable.
leaving.
They're made of cotton.
I'm leaving this show.
I have sheets of the Green Army Men.
I am leaving this show. I'm going on the road as Gina Gershon's Jews harp roadie.
Those sheets are made of cotton. They're really comfy. They're much.
Throw them out.
I can't.
Get yourself something new.
I've tried regular white sheets, and they're not. They're always very cold.
And they're not. And you can't make shooting noises when you're laying on them. All right. So, Deb, you're saying that he should go through with it. He should get married to Hard Rock.
Absolutely. You're
Yeah.
going to have to be firm and gentle with your parents. You're going to have to tell them that this is the way it is and this is what you want and this is what it's going to be. But you also have to be a little understanding that it's a big shock to them.
The sales meeting's today at 4, right?
Yeah, we're meeting with Hard Rock Johnny, the other principal.
And the salespeople that are lining up everything that needs to be done for this.
Yeah, we're getting those ducks in a row, too.
Let me talk to the real producer.
Panic, by
Please
the
send
way.
Lillian instead of saying ducks in a row. I'm being a fucking idiot. Let me talk to a grown-up. Speaking of children. Lily, you have this meeting lined up for today?
I thought we did, but Earl just informed me that certain salespeople will not be able to attend.
You're a fuck job, Earl.
You just lied.
And that's why you lied right to me. The ducks are not in a row.
Said we're trying to line this thing up.
No, you didn't. You said we are, and there's ducks in a row.
We're having a meeting.
I thought them sales.
And now you're missing poultry.
You just lied to them.
Boy, that just scared me. I looked over in your little box, and I see Mike Kaka sitting in there.
He's in my seat?
Yeah, he's in your seat.
Oh, I went outside so I could hear you guys.
Oh, I don't blame you. Oh, you know what? He's got his pants off, and he's rubbing his bare ass on your seat.
I'll get Pitsy in here really quick so we can watch that.
I think he's trying to compete with Frenchie.
All right, so let's cancel the whole wedding.
No.
Earl has problems with sales. I don't want your mom upset.
No.
I think Casey needs to sit back and think about this.
No.
Let's not forget, this is not just a Dave and Casey wedding. This is also another Ron Bennington Presents. We can't cancel this.
You know what? I like your attitude, but we got to think about family first over our shining example right now of how to do a gig.
Yeah, that's not the best thing to say when my mom swore she's going to be listening now. And swore she's going to be listening intently to both shows to hear if I say anything.
I'm not... Well, look at the things that you did say. They were filthy.
Yeah, and I meant them. I meant them because on the drive up here, I smoked some of my cigarettes. And that always gets me... That turns the wheels in my brain. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to say it to her.
So in your choo-choo train brain, you actually have to light a fire to get things going.
Yeah, a little bit. I got this. The cigarette smoke helps the brain start to go.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you tie your Army Man sheets around your neck like a superhero, run in there, making rat-a-tat-tat noises and get her to respect you, big baby?
Well, she's going to respect me now because I'm saying it right now. June 22nd goes down. In fact, we get hitched without a hitch. June 22nd.
That's stupid.
We're not
I'm
using
canceling.
that.
Yeah, I'm canceling.
That's good.
I'm canceling. The Ducks aren't in a row. What did Hard Rock Johnny say?
No, he wanted to know. He's like, he called me. He's like, "Is this wedding?" Because he's listening. He's like, "Is this wedding still on?" And I'm like, "Well, we're trying to work this thing out."
I know. Instead of calling and worrying, send food so we can think.
It's on, Johnny. It's on.
Well, everyone's listening, so don't just talk directly to one.
Okay. The wedding is on, everyone. And if the people don't respond, I mean, if my parents don't respond,
they're
out in the cold. Even if it's June 22nd, they're out in the cold.
All right, Deb.
All right.
Tell biker guy said hello.
No, it's not true.
Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah. If he could put the chain down and shake your hand a little bit.
I'll make sure he's at the Rockahula Luau then.
All right, bye-bye. And make sure Gina Gershon and I have a place to come in, yell, and walk out. She was really fantastic.
Damn it.
Lil, did you get a chance to meet her?
No, I didn't. But I did listen on my way in, and she sounded really cool.
Yeah, she was great.
Spanked it to Crystal so many times.
You can blame me. Oh. See, I'm glad you didn't say that to her. I can tell you how many times I jacked off to you.
Oh, those lips.
Seriously, she is, she's so above it all.
She's got the best mouth, I think, in Hollywood.
You should see it live.
Oh, man. Talking, you mean?
Bee stung. Yeah.
In person.
All I kept thinking was bee stung. And at one time I made her blush, and it was like fucking unbelievable.
Wow.
I was just thinking to myself, holy shit, that's Gina Gershon blushing.
Was she sitting in this chair?
Yeah. Don't rub your ass. Now you're doing the Mike Kakao trick.
Do not take that chair home with you.
No, I was going to say, if she was in this chair, maybe my hives are contagious.
We got Hard Rock Johnny on. Johnny.
Hi, boys.
Yeah.
I've been listening. I released the date already, Dave.
Oh. It's already gone?
Yeah, I heard it earlier, and then someone else has an event that they want to book, so...
No, Johnny boy.
You know, it sounded like, it was kind of done.
Please, Johnny. I need this date to happen, please.
I want out, too.
No.
Fezzi?
Out.
What?
Oh, the boys
Earl?
want out.
Out.
You just said the Ducks were in a row, for fuck's sake. I thought we were having a bond.
He lied.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah, Earl actually called me and said to release it early.
Earl fucking called you.
You called him.
Whoa.
Earl, you're an awful person.
On the day I had to go to a funeral, you call him? A little hiccup.
All right, you know what Dizzy has to say, right?
No, what?
You know Dizzy is
Solaire's
sister? She says, pussy power activate.
Pussy power activate. I don't know if that's Hispanic or something.
No,
but
not pussy. Pussy.
Pussy.
Pussy
First
power.
you get the pussy. God bless her.
Pussy power.
God bless her and her little light-up platform shoes. All right, Johnny.
Hey, did Gina Gershon say that she backed-effed anybody at the event a couple weeks ago?
Apparently that was a lie spread around by a one-eared bastard and who was afraid to show up today. Call her, too, would you, Earl? Call the coward of the county. To quote Kenny Rogers, she's the coward of the county. But, Gina did say a lot of nice things about the Hard Rock.
Yeah, I heard her. It was great.
Yeah.
She is hot.
Oh, God. She's unbelievable, right?
Absolutely.
It's scary unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, knows every alpha male in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's like, David Mamet came up with a great idea. I'm like, yeah, okay.
If Gina Gershon was a fast food restaurant chain, she'd be a sizzler.
I thought you were going to grow up.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Sizzler, she's hot.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Just didn't laugh because it's not funny.
Okay.
We are back.
Yes, we are. I just watched can I give you a heads up here?
Sure.
For a Fred recommendation. Fez, Ron, Earl, Dave, every once in a while we used to do recommendations for people regarding movies, music, books, etc.
How about we call it a rad because it's Rob and Dave.
Okay, fine. And a rad recommendation is I just watched yesterday. I watched all 6 episodes of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
Listen, everyone's down on the last season of Game of Thrones, and some people are down on season 2 of The House of Dragon because it went into some stuff. This Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, watch it. This is the best thing that's happened to Game of Thrones since season 4.
Hell yeah.
Period. It was sensational. I watched all 6 episodes in one sitting, not expecting to.
Wow.
And after when I was done, I go, that was extremely pleasant. Like I was buzzing with like, that was great. What a good show. And no one's talking about it, Robert. The show came in January and concluded in February. And here we are in May of this year, but still of May. And like, I didn't hear a lot of buzz about the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Folks, that's all I got to say. It's a rad recommendation right here live on Tales from the Satellite. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Watch it.
There you have it. Now, you said you liked that, obviously. Did you like House of Dragon?
I liked season 1. I understood people's frustrations with season 2. It slowed down a little too much. Season 1 had some great action. You got to remember, these shows got to give you a little action. They got to give you a little bloodshed. You know, Game of Thrones always did that. You had a million characters, a million subplots, but they made sure to give you some cool stuff almost each and every episode. And then season 2 is like, you know, nothing really happened. So I'm hopeful that show's coming back on in June. I'm a big Game of Thrones guy, so I will be watching it, but I hope they pick it up in season 3. I really do.
I like dragging these nuts across your forehead. Oh,
I see. You didn't really want my opinion.
But
you just
and
wanted
you started,
to do your
and it was so
little...
good that I didn't interrupt. Did you notice? I just let you do your thing. I waited till the end.
You just wanted to do a dumb little comedian joke.
I did, and I'm proud of it. Just as you were proud of your new fiance, who you took to meet your parents, and how much of this was a work versus a shoot, Dave? I mean, this was brutal.
Brutal?
Yeah, your mom, the first thing she says, not even hi, is just, so is this real? Casey said, you guys say yes. She starts crying. Your dad goes, I have no appetite. And then puts his plate in the kitchen. Was it that? And just so to jog your memory a bit too, we don't hear about this until you've been missing for 2 days because you went to confront your mom at an Irish wake about it.
Listen. It's just my dad, you know, rest in peace, born in 1940, Beanie Mac, who's still with us and gets around really, really well. I mean, she swims 3 miles a day, folks. She golfs every day. Phenomenal athlete. But she's born in 1941. The point being, this was just like, this truly was exploding their brains. They were like, what's going on now? It's going to be at a restaurant where they're going to be serving chicken fingers during the ceremony. Comedians up. What? There's going to be game shows.
First time ever meeting the girl. She's being introduced as your fiance.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then you decided the best way to address this tension was to go to a funeral and do it there. And is it true that your mom was introducing to you to people as, this is my son Dave, he thinks he's getting married in June?
Well, I don't know if he said he thinks, but maybe he says.
Okay. That's a little less.
It was close to it. But well, no, it's still like inferring like something's just off about this. This is my son David, and yes, he says he'll be getting married in June. I don't know. I have no idea. Yes. Yep, Barbara. That's what he says. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily that much better, but yeah. Yeah, whatever. I mean, listen, hey, wonderful things happen. 2 little miracles, 2 children's who, you know, are have wonderful personalities who are with us. Were their origin stories came out of all of this madness. So you know what? I'm happy with the decision I made, mother.
I noticed you said that kind of quiet. Like almost you didn't want to say it too loud. Kind of like we hear you on radio being
she's I think she's listening. I just heard her. She's walking around.
It is good to see some things haven't changed because this is what you were doing And Ron called you out for it right away. Where he's like, "Don't get tough on the radio now, big guy. It was time to be tough back when you were at the funeral because you come in, you're like, I don't need to talk to him then." And he's like, "Did you tell them that?" No. Well, then don't be tough guy now. And I do think it's an interesting dynamic we see of Ron and Fez here. And tell me if this kind of fits their personality as a whole. But Fez says you should have brought Casey to the funeral and walked around introducing her to all your mom's friends as, "This is my fiance, Casey." And Ron goes, "Fuck no, you leave her out of this. She did nothing wrong."
I think there's some truth to Fez's statement. I think that would have actually broken the ice a little bit. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's appropriate or not, you know?
That's like when a teacher in college gives you to give a movie review on Fight Club and you just write no. Like, it could go great. It could go real bad. You know what I mean? Like,
I see.
So now, obviously, like you said, you have two beautiful kids. Eventually, your whole family came to the wedding and were supportive. You know, you say you have no regrets. I think it's great. Do you think anything like this can ever be done in radio again?
I do, but
without ripping you off, it's my point. I guess would be a better way.
Oh no. Radio, I'm not sure radio, but you know, McAfee and Barstool seem to you know, when they're running out of ideas, they just tap into the East Side Dave universe. So if you're saying, you know, one of those the Stooges on the McAfee show gets married like publicly, you know, yeah, I could see that happening because their producers go into the East Side Dave archives and cherry pick what stuff will work for their two entities. And that's been happening for quite some time now. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just pointing it out. We know this for a fact because I actually have friends who work at ESPN. That's all.
And I'm just going to say this to the producers who are probably on the Patreon. Just throw Dave some money.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I always say.
I'm worried he's not going to make it through. And if he doesn't, I'm not. And if I don't, other people won't. And quite frankly, it's going to set off a vicious chain reaction. And I've played enough, you know, knife roulette, knife chicken with other people in my life that I don't need to deal with that.
Now, knife chicken, is that where you put the hand and you do that?
No, that's the fun game. This is where someone's got a knife and you're like, if you slit your wrist, I'm slitting mine too.
Whoa, that is way more serious. Did you know that Ron used to do that with me? I was the only one who would allow, Earl would not allow him, but Ron would say, put your hand here. And he had a knife and would do that. I was the only one on the show who would put the hand down on the console and let him do. I thought that was knife chicken, but I didn't move my hand. And he never, obviously, I have all my fingers to this day. So obviously he was very accurate with the knife, but don't I get some, you know, bonus points for that? There was one other person, not even the Chris Pepper Stanley. There was one other person who allowed him to do knife stuff.
You know, what's unfortunate about that is that you do have all your fingers, because if he had gotten you and nicked you with one, then he absolutely would have had to give you all that loyalty and all that credit. But because you could just be, I never did that.
Oh, I thought you meant that then Sirius XM could have given me some cash, some good old fashioned cash.
Exactly. I mean that too.
And then I would have just gone by Three Finger Dave, you know, like Three Finger Brown, the famous pitcher back in the day, who was, I mean, I guess famous if you're 120 years old. You're looking at me like you have no idea. Yeah. And then I realized the guy pitched in like the 19-teens or 1920s. But there was a pitcher named Three Finger Brown, a great baseball pitcher. And I think he was missing like his pinky and something else, but he did a great job. But if I was Three Finger Dave, I mean, boom, there's a new gimmick right there.
Three Finger Brown, I thought was a porn move. But can you imagine how pissed he was when he saw Jim Abbott come along? Like, this motherfucker.
I mean, he probably had been dead for 50 years, but yes, Jim Abbott with the one hand.
He's Pat McAfeeing me.
Look, that is still impressive that Jim Abbott was able to pitch with the glove on the stump And so that he was able to pitch and get then his one hand into the glove the second he released the ball so that he could field his position. That, to me, I put that up there with the Bo Jackson stuff, the Deion Sanders stuff. What? He fielded his position, folks.
And I like when people...
There were no-hitter, by the way, for the Yanks in 95, I want to say.
I know, because the Westchester Weasel, Sam Roberts, was there with his dad and was just mad because his dad wouldn't buy him a graffiti hat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he tells that story all the time on air. I guess
he went to Jim Abbott?
Yeah, they were at that game, and he kept begging his dad to try to get a graffiti Yankee hat, and his dad kept saying no.
I never even heard this story.
Boom. That's Rob giving you some details behind the scenes from Tales from the Satellite.
Now, you want to hear something crazy? Our family had season tickets from the Yankees from 83 to 2008. So that's a 25-year period. Every Saturday and Sunday home game was the ticket package. They were there on a Sunday game when David Cone threw his perfect game. They left early. I still give them shit, or I give at least my mom shit to this day. Their excuse was there was a rain delay. I looked it up. It was like a 50-minute rain delay, sure, but it was a 1 o'clock game. We're not talking it was at 7 o'clock at night, and so then if there's a rain delay, it starts at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, in which case, okay, fine. We're talking your rain delays. It just means the game starts at 2 p.m. They left in the 5th inning, and they were saying they were listening to the car. They were listening in the car, and I swear to God, this is true. My mom was saying she was somewhat hoping he would lose the perfect game, only because she knew the amount of shit that she would get from her own children, but especially me, when they got home. Because I was at the house, and I'm sitting there watching the perfect game on the little kitchen TV, having a turkey sandwich or something. And all of a sudden they come in the back door and I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, I know. We know. Don't give it to us right now. I'm like, I was ashen. I mean,
that's way worse than not telling your mom that you're proposing to a girl you met once. That is significantly more embarrassing.
Dude, there's only been like 20 perfect games in the history of Major League Baseball. You consider that there's thousands of games every year because each team plays 162 games. We're talking, what, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of baseball games? And it's something that like 20 times has only happened. No. And it's an afternoon game, not a night game.
No, and that's like one of the first things you look at when you decide if you're going to leave a blowout early. Like, okay, can somebody break history here?
Yeah. You got the zeros up on the board. Yeah. At the very least, you can see he's throwing a no-hitter. And then if you do some thinking, you go, wait a second, I don't think he's walked anybody or hit anyone yet. Oh, or no errors. Oh, yeah, he has a perfect game going.
During the Warriors' infamous streak of winning, I got tickets from my aunt to go see them play the 76ers. And we took a girl. It was a blowout. They took Curry out in the third quarter. I was like, let's get out of here. We're driving, listening to the game. All of a sudden, the Sixers start to make it a game. And thank God we were in your mom's position where we were like, just please don't let this be the history moment. And I think it ended with like a Curry step back to win it and was like, well, we missed that, but that's way better than if he had missed that three. Like,
wow. No, but still. So you missed a Steph Curry, though. Buzzer beater?
Yeah, to be fair, it was a night game during the week. We both had
all right.
Next day and Philly.
Yeah, listen, night game on the week, during the week, Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday, it's a totally different story because everyone's got work or school the next day. But when it's Sunday and both mommy and daddy were retired at the time.
That's rough. That's rough.
Anyway,
you know what? I would say they deserve to not know their kid's getting married. And I think that's how we're going to do it this week. Dave, anything you want to say on our mid to end of May episode of Tales from the Satellite?
I want to say thank you, all patrons. We appreciate your support. I want to say keep on watching the East Side Dave TV on YouTube. There you can find new episodes of Davey Mac Sports Program, which is going strong, going great. Next week, we're going to be doing it in a studio. So that'll be exciting. We got Modern Day Man off this week, returning next week. We've got the Eastside David Son Wrestling Show, the Yaddle Chattles. We just reviewed Maul, the new series, and then we'll take a couple weeks off, and then we'll do the episode about the Mandalorian and Grogu. So yeah, watch all of the stuff going on over there, but it's not just about YouTube. Spotify. You can watch video on Spotify. So I uploaded the old Davey Mac Sports Program. So if Spotify is how you do things, then you can either listen to the MP3 on Spotify or the Davey Mac Sports Program video now on Spotify as well. So yeah, just go wherever you can go. And by the way, that will be, I believe, coming soon to iTunes as well. Ooh. So yeah, all these like little podcast things are now going to have the ability to play video, and we're going to be taking advantage. So a lot of good stuff is going on. I'll plug the PayPal. Should you be feeling generous, and if you're someone who makes a lot of money or has made a lot of money, I'm just talking to you folks. I sure could use it because my car just completely broke down. It's as simple as that, and it's a couple $1,000s minimum. So it's the PayPal account is didvad@aol.com, D as in David, I, D as in David, V as in vehicle, O, D as in David @AOL.com. And that's it. And I thank you for your support, and I support you. How about that? Yeah. And Robert, how about something for you to plug?
Anything else? This is going to come out this week, and then we won't record again till May 27th. Any other big things you want to put out in the universe, Dave?
Happy birthday to Robert.
About time, buddy. I had to milk that one.
Also, happy birthday to my children.
Yeah.
What a crazy sequence of events in like a 5-day period. It's my kids. It's Stanley's birthday, then Robert's birthday, then Juliana's birthday. So happy birthday to the kids, to the little Max out there, and happy birthday to Bobby Tamburo.
And it's kind of like you're my pseudo dad. If you want to see me, follow me at Bobby _Tamburo on Twitter, Bobby Tamburo on Instagram. I think I'm at the Hummelstown Fire Department May 29th, so come out to that one. And good night, radio fans.
See ya! Welcome to the Rhyme and Fish Show.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Outer space.